Check in. Doing a sound check. How is everybody doing? Check in. Scott Williams, good afternoon. How are you doing, Scott? Carl Wingfiend, hello, Cabby. Sorry missed last match. I had my daughter over and she don't like football. Hey, family comes first. And Heidi, how are you doing? How are you doing? You alright? Glorious day. Here in Carlisle, live from the studios.
Dunson, who played very attractive football.
Well, we've tried. We keep.
Alan Ray, hello, Alan Ray. Yeah, Carl says mic check, and it's a 3 o'clock kickoff. Can you believe it? A 3 o'clock kickoff today. Oh, that's a first, isn't it? I see Sunderland winning next 3. I hope so. It's a beautiful day. And I just hope Sunderland play beautiful today. Because they've not been the best at home. Good afternoon, Razzle Clark. How are you doing? Tom Garbutt, how are you doing? He says, looking forward to a big win. All the best, mate. Yeah, same to you. It's been long overdue for a really good performance at home, hasn't it? Oh, I'm just loving this weather. 17 degrees and sunny. Scott Williams says, we've got the Sunderland weather here in Costa del Sol and you guys seem to have our weather. I know. The trouble is, though, we didn't get enough of it. We'll get like 2 days and then we'll get like 3 weeks of crap again. It's like we need a good long stint of this. Hey, here's one for you. Does anybody know what this is? You remember this? And it still works as well. Good afternoon, Trisha Winstanley. Afternoon, Cabby, and everyone tuned in. Hope we have a good win today. Yeah, fingers crossed. It just makes you feel good, this weather, though, doesn't it? Being able to get things done, bits and bobs in the garden, tidy the rabbit hutch out, got my car for its service, got that and picked up. Just getting some massive vitamin D, which is needed. Reckon we'll take all 3 points today, says Razzle Clark. Scott Williams says, winning coming 3-1. I just want a good, solid, professional performance from the lads. Because we've been too shoddy at the stadium of late, as of late, so...
FA Cup today. It's the quarter-finals and Sunderland are away to Manchester United. We'll hear from Mel Ray shortly.
Just checking
from football that Rugby Union last night.
Everybody can hear all right and the sound's fine.
41-29 to Bath at Kingston.
Susie Forrester says, how are Sunderland?
Silverware goes on for the Falcons. Here is their Director of Rugby, Steve Diamond.
The players did everything that the coaching staff asked of them. We were competitive. First 20 minutes were very good. We weren't as clinical as Bath. Every time they got down 22, they seemed to go away with something. But we turned around 19-15. We asked them to... The next 20 minutes is really important. We get 10 points in front. And what does happen, Dean, with the team is sometimes it's forgotten how to win. And, you've got to... When you go in the car park fighting, you've got to be able to know how to strangle somebody. And we're not able to do that at the minute. So we let them go. We let them back into the game by effectively not getting our basics right, receiving the high ball, kicking accurately when we were in the ascendancy. So on the night, probably the fair result. They did their basics better than us, but the competition's been good for us.
Just checking and doing the browser thing so I can get the
we've got 2 of the biggest games the club
football
have ever had,
score thing settled up.
And the
so I
job
can get the timer.
For me, is the Prem Club was a nice little challenge.
Okay.
But the job is not to finish bottom of the league. I've never finished there in my career of 25
because the timer comes up in the middle there, so I will be.
So sales a big fixture in 2
putting
weeks
the timer up at some point when ready. If you wonder what that little box is there.
Penultimate weekend of the Six Nations this weekend as well. Ireland are against France currently. There's no score in that match. And then later today,
So we'll
Scotland
put that down there for
take
when the
on Wales. And then tomorrow, England are away to Italy. It's home to Italy. It's worth mentioning just the permutations for that. A win.
So that's quite a handy little tool I've got there.
A win.
So Coventry City won yet again today against Stoke 3-2. Watford lost at home against Millwall. Tell you what, Coventry are going great guns at the minute, aren't they? They really are. Like,
chance at the championship. So it's an interesting
they are
day
doing so
in the
well.
Six Nations. We'll keep you updated on how that game goes throughout the afternoon. And Rugby League tomorrow, the Newcastle Falcons, they are at home to the Swinton Lions. And the
sounds fine with me, Cabby. Jerry says, "Hi, Stuart. How are you doing?" Susie Forrester, hi, Cabby.
Belgium darts open in round 1. Ryan Joyce lost to Michael Smith last night, 6 legs to 5, and then in round 2 today, Bedlington's Chris Dobie takes on Dirk van Duivenbode. They're due on stage at 8 o'clock tonight. In basketball, in the Men's Super League last night, the Newcastle Eagles, they lost 83-67 at home to the Caledonian Gladiators. Right,
looking forward to this. Thanks, Cabby. Welcome, Peter.
Brought up to date with everything else that's going on. It's time for us to head back to the Stadium of Light. We'll continue build up to Sunderland against Cardiff.
It's just,
in the
I
championship.
don't know. I don't like this Coventry being in the playoffs. Like, I really don't. I think they're going to be dark horses. Like,
Nick Barnes and Gary Bennett will take you through all the action in just.
And they're just winning at the minute, aren't
What's
they?
the most annoying thing that people do on?
We'll just knock the desktop off audio at the minute. Hello, Michael Oliver. You all right, mate? How's things, fella? Yes, darling? Come a bit there. So Coventry are 9 points behind us. They're catching up. Can you believe it? Hello, Ken. How are you doing? Yes, darling. Are you finished? Yeah. What? Frost? There's no frost, darling. Oh, nice to see you, Ken. Been a while. Not too bad, says Michael Oliver. Ryan Jones, afternoon, everybody. Hope we can enjoy a win today. Coventry City, man, they've won the last 4 on the bounce. That is mad. Well, it'll be 5 on the bounce because it's not registered. They beat QPR 1-0. They beat Sheffield Wednesday 2-1. They beat Preston 2-1. They beat Oxford 3-2. And, of course, they beat Stoke. That's mental. And Coventry City are top of the league in the current form, so they're going to be favourites to win these playoffs if they carry on the way they're going. It's an exceptional performance from Frank Lampard and Coventry, but what a time for them to turn on the heat, Coventry City. Like, so we have to keep an eye on them, really do. Wow, I've just seen a result from earlier. Nottingham 1, Manchester City 0. I've just been busy with the kids and that. I'm so pleased for Nottingham Forest. Like, third off top. Could Nottingham Forest, could they be going for Champions League? I'll be so pleased if they did. They're in 51 points. 5 points ahead of Chelsea, who've got a game in hand. So even if Chelsea won, they're going to be 2 points ahead in the Champions League places. It really is a phenomenal achievement, that, from Nottingham Forest. I'm so pleased for them. Yeah, so it says let's have a look at the Coventry City, see who they've got then. Let's have a look for fixtures. So they've got Derby, their next game, so they're going to get a win there. Hello Hector, you alright mate? And then of course Coventry v Sunderland. Then they've got Sheffield United against Coventry, and then they've got Burnley and Portsmouth. It's going to get exciting, isn't it? We really didn't play well, eh? But the thing is, it's about scoring goals. Hello Fernie, a Leeds United fan, friend of the channel. How are you doing today? Ken says, being laid up with a nasty virus, mate. Oh, well, I hope you're better now, mate, because it's been a nasty virus, that, like, it's been hanging around everywhere. It's been... I was laid up last week. Hello, Jennifer Andrews. Are you okay? I'm going to have to open this window in the conservatory. For the first time this year, it actually feels like summer. Oh. Looking forward to tomorrow, says Fernie. Portsmouth Leeds. That's not going to be a banana skin for Leeds, that is it? Not at all. There's bound to be a match on Monday. No, there's not. There's Sheffield. Let's have a look at today's fixtures. So from a result earlier, Coventry 3, Stoke 2, Watford 1, Millwall 2. These are all 3 o'clock kickoffs now. We've got Bristol City against Hull, Burnley against Luton. Some say that's a bye for 3 points, but you never know. Derby against Blackburn, Plymouth against Sheffield Wednesday, Sheffield United against Preston, Sunderland, of course, against Cardiff, Swansea, Middlesbrough, and West Brom v QPR. Oh, that's my sweetie pie. Let's wipe your hands. Doug B says, looking forward but not expecting a convincing win. Yeah, we're just shoddy at home, aren't we? If you see us disappearing now and again, the wife's at work and I've just seen to me daughter. Oh, not Darren Bond. I'd rather have Basildon Bond. Oh, lovely weather. So yeah, Mienda gets a start ahead of Isidore today, should I say, and that surprised a lot of Sunderland fans. Oh, thanks for the subscriber. 3,705 subscribers. Could I possibly get to 4,000 subscribers at some point? We should get 6 points over the next 2 games, says Fernie. Hey Fernie, Sunderland should have done a lot of things this season. Sunderland, Preston, Sunderland, Cardiff. And then we'll play the informed team of the league, Coventry City. No subs today, fall apart after subs come on, says Doug B. No doubt Summer will keep you on your toes. Say hello to her from me. I will, Jennifer. Of course I will say hello. Keith Lupton says, good day from Mandura Western. Good day to you. D Hall says, oh yeah, let's pin the message. So the team news, we've got Patterson, Hume, Meffam, O'Nine, Yelda, Neil, Job. Who else have we got there? Brown, Mundell, Roberts, Migenda. And the subs is Muir, Anderson, Serkin, Sealed, Lesich, Jones, Watson, Rigg, and open the door. We've got Isidore. Fernie says, watched you the day Slayton to Paveda. Yeah, it's disgusting what he's doing, Fernie. He's just completely disrespecting the club and the players and the management. It's every time he physically moves, he says he's got a knock, he's got an injury. Like I just didn't want him anywhere near the club. But Leeds fans warned us about him. Tricia Winstanley, I think Mienda's earned a start after the last game. Of course he has. There's a lot of Sunderland fans think that as well. Just my opinion. Kingfisher says, hi Cabbie, we need a strong performance today. How are the lads? Please like and subscribe. Thank you very much indeed. So everybody's in the t-shirts, short sleeved at the Stadium of Light today. As Dance of the Nights is echoing around the Stadium of Light at the moment. Let's have a quick listen to what Regis Labree's been saying.
We have to play our best football because it's like that. Even at home, we lost against Hull. We know that we are not invincible, so it's important to win again. They can play a very good football. So we analyze their strengths, their weaknesses, like usual. But at the same time, our main focus is about us, because I think if we play at our best level, continue to improve of our playing, we'll create chances, we will protect our goal, and I hope we will win.
Total Sport North.
Just looking at the display now at the Stadium of Light with the 5,000 going right across the stand. Looks pretty impressive. Everybody's holding up their respected colours. That reads 5,000. $5,000 league games. Think of all them memories with all them matches there. There's a big flag being waved with Luke O'Nine on. D Hall says 3-1. How are the lads? Stadium looks full. Just give me daughter a nice black currant drink with some ice. Where the lads, good win today, says Connor Thompson. Hello. Bam, 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 bam. Nice to see how Tommy back, says Eden. Absolutely. And can I say hello to 102 in the channel already? And it's not even kicked off yet. Massive thank you. And click the thumbs up. And if you're new, hit the subscribe button. Thank you. I'm trying to get to 4,000 subscribers. That's my next target. Thanks for the subscriber already. Thank you. It's a long way to go.
Luke just carrying his children off to the side of the pitch here this afternoon.
Stadium light looks just amazing.
Mother's arms, probably great
blue
relief.
sky behind.
As Rory reads out the teams over the PA system. Coventry beat Stoke 3-2 at lunchtime. They've narrowed the gap on Sunderland to 9.
Hello, Dougie Stewart. Are you well, mate?
Still a considerable gap Sunderland hold over 5th place, but there's no room for complacency.
No room for complacency, and again, Nick, starting this afternoon, getting the 3 points.
I will have to mute it while Wise Men Say is now starting to be played. Fools rushing. I didn't say how many Cardiff is there. Help. Falling in love with you. How are the lads?
So the mascots, and there are about 12 of them, run from the centre circle to the side of the pitch. Dan Neil is in the centre with the Cardiff captain, Callum O'Dowda, who goes to join his teammates in a team.
I just want to see
huddle.
Sunderland do a good performance. I
has
really
joined
do.
His respective
Getting a bit
teammates in
frustrated with
huddle
seeing
as well.
like crappy
Sunderland
performances
the
at the
moment in
stadium.
north
Of like, I really
half
want a
of the
good
pitch.
performance today.
And if it goes as where the two teams are now, Sunderland will be playing, as we look down from the back of the west stand, the main stand, they'll be playing from left to right. They'll be attacking the Roker end in the first half, and it'll be Sunderland who will get the game underway as Cardiff break from their huddle, as I say, all in light blue. Their goalkeeper Ethan Horvath is in light green with bright orange boots, and this afternoon Anthony Patterson wears black. The referee Darren Bond wears yellow. He's just checking with his officials that everything's okay to get us underway. Dan Neil just poised with his back to the Roker end to play the ball back here now to Anthony Patterson, who just outside his penalty area kicks it long up towards the edge of the Cardiff
trying
area.
to get a football on with a
it eventually
ticker on.
drops down for Alan Brown, who lays the ball off to Mundle on the left edge of the penalty area. He slips through the legs of the defender to the edge of the 6-yard box, but he couldn't.
And straight away
thread the
Gary
ball
Bennett's with
through
a sign.
for Mienda, who was on the 6-yard line, and Cardiff get the ball clear. Sunderland could have opened the scoring in the opening 30 seconds. Hume threads the ball through. It's cut out though on the left edge of the Cardiff City penalty area, and it's a throw to Sunderland, which is left for Trey Hume to take by Alan Brown. Drops it to Patrick Roberts, back to Hume, and back into the Sunderland half to Mepham. And it looks to me it's a 4 at the back for Cardiff City. O'Dowda
Right, I was going to get a clock put up here, so just bear with me a second if you see any graphics coming in here.
The 3, it looks like Bagan, Gutas and Perieng's playing.
Because there's loads of people ask
right
for how long's
for
left and stuff,
Cardiff.
so
The
just
ball
bear
goes
with me a
behind
second until I
for
sort this out.
A goal kick to Cardiff. Is it 1 up front or 2 up front for Cardiff City this afternoon?
Yeah. We've got Callum Robinson up there and Salic.
So the 4-4-2 by the looks of things for Cardiff, as the ball played between the centre-back and the goalkeeper, and out on the left to Joel Bagan, who gives the ball away to Roberts, who slipped it into Mayenda. Flag stays down, left foot!
Oh!
Get in!
Second minute of the game.
What a start!
Sweeps it into the
What a start, Mayenda!
Sunderland lead by a goal to nil.
Excellent goal, well taken by Mayenda.
Oh God, Mayenda, sunshine!
His first touch, he's opened himself up and he's slotted away. That's a player who's playing with confidence. And that's what Sunderland needed to
Get
start on
in.
the front foot.
Excellent start. Roberts.
1 minute 48 on the clock.
For Patrick Roberts from the Cardiff City defence, who gave the ball away to Roberts. He slipped it through to Mayenda.
Mayenda, like, he's
great
just
poise on his left
getting
foot.
stronger and
Curled
stronger,
it
isn't he?
low into the bottom left-hand
What
corner.
a start!
And again, that comes with a high press as well, Nick. You know, you press
look at
high,
this again.
you win the ball high
Ball's
up.
played
Roberts
through, nice
slips
turn,
the ball into Mayenda, but
Dinks inside
good
and just
finish.
slots it into the
Good
corner.
finish.
Just the start Sunderland needed. Settle a few nerves.
This guy's confident
And,
is
if they
sky
can push
high.
on now, then they'll put themselves hopefully in a very strong positions. 1-0, and we're only in the third minute. We've just restarted, and Eliza Mayenda has justified the decision to start him again this afternoon. Cardiff City looking for a response. The ball swung behind. It's going to be a corner kick as they broke down the
What
right
a
wing.
start!
Ruben Colwell is going across
Sunderland,
to take this corner
Sunderland FC.
for Cardiff. But
Concentration here.
1-0 the score.
See this
In the
running a
fourth minute. We're
YouTube
live on
channel and
BBC
doing all the
Radio
graphics. It's
Newcastle.
hard work, but I love it.
And in the sunshine on that far side.
There we go, Mayenda. You can sit
Corner
nicely up on
from
there, sunshine.
Ruben Colwell is headed away by Patrick Roberts at the edge of the 6-yard box. It's going to be recycled by Cardiff though. And
Wow,
Colwell
what
trying to
a
get in on the
start.
left foot, edge of the
What
area.
a
Still
start.
going. He shoots. It's blocked by Dan Neal. Neal has to try and clear.
If
it
you're
the
happy
second
with that,
attempt, because the
hit
ball came
that thumbs up,
back at
please,
him
and
off of,
subscribe
Mansell, I think it
if
was,
you
the
are new.
Norwegian midfielder on loan from Ajax, and eventually the ball back into the Cardiff half to Horvath.
Please, I'd much
The
appreciate
goalkeeper
that. Thank you very
pushes
much.
it out to O'Dowda. Gateshead are leading 1-0 this afternoon. As the
What
ball
a
worked
start.
out to the right wing and back in.
It was the way Mayenda just
Cardiff half
coolly and calmly just took that goal. He just
again with
passed it cheekily.
across to Gutas.
But didn't sit back, Sunderland. We've still got to keep this up. Keep this up.
And then eventually.
Gaz,
shuffled out
hello
by
Gaz, says
Luco
haven't been
Ryan
here
for a throw.
for a while due to work commitments.
Cardiff
Aussie workload
deep
is
in
crap.
the
Says looking forward to a good
Sunderland
game.
half on the
Welcome Gaz,
right-hand
nice to
side.
see you again. USM says that was a freaking soup and fast. Me under the
Looking to
boy.
cross into the
Kingfisher, we
penalty
need a
area.
strong
It's brought
performance.
down
Dougie, could this be the hammering
by
we've been looking
Yusuf
for? I
Salic,
hope
the
so. Looty says get in.
Dane signed
Drop
in the
back
summer
and
in
protect
the,
now, says
January
Doug. I hope
transfer
not.
Window, 23-year-old.
But
Now
what
back
a
into the centre
start.
circle through to Colwell. He's lost it though. And,
Yeah, now get another
looked
couple
like he
as we
fouled
go.
Alan Brown. The referee agrees, but he's let play go on. Robertson.
So now you can see I've got the little clock on the top left there. That tells you how many minutes is
inside the
on
Sunderland half
the
in the sunshine, back into the shade, and Luco
game is
Nyan.
playing because a lot of
O'Nien,
people keep
then
asking for
to
that as well.
Mepham.
So
Mepham here to
206
Alan Brown. I don't think
already
Joe was touched
in
the
the
ball
chat.
yet. We're in the 6th minute.
Thank
won't
you.
worry, 'cause Sunderland
Nice to get an
leading
early goal, says
1-0.
Kevin Ware. Hello, Kevin. How are you doing, mate?
To the halfway line. Leads
Heard
it
your
to
dad's
Kelder.
getting
Plays
settled
all the
in
way back
slowly.
to Anthony
I
Patterson
gather we'll be
in
getting
midfield.
stressed.
Come
It's
out
a
of his
stressful
penalty
thing moving,
area.
isn't it?
And he will play it across
Scott
in
Williams,
now
shall I
to
unsubscribe then subscribe to
That's
make you
right
even
outside.
happier?
Mepham
I don't think it
lifting
counts,
it down the
Scott.
right wing, looking for the run of Brown.
But
It's
212
bounced away
people
from
in,
Alan
hit
Brown. It's come out
that
for a
thumbs
throw
up,
to
please.
Cardiff City, who are on the
Send you a
back
Christmas
foot
card this
from the
year.
very start of the game, basically. With this huge game.
Sean Russell says
there
Sunderland
on
4-3-3. Lebray, now that's
Tuesday
a
night
genius
against
kid.
Luton
Why
Town,
didn't we think
who
of
are
that, eh?
the team below them in the bottom three, 5 points behind. It's Aldershot 1.
Hello, Sean Russell, you
Gateshead
alright,
1
mate?
in the National League. Cardiff in possession. O'Dowda trying to lift
But
the
what
ball
a
down
start.
the left wing for
Need a
Salic.
Preston
It's
goal
come
or
back
two
up to
now,
Mayenda
says
on
Fernie. I
halfway.
know.
Now Derby 2, Blackburn nil. Job's on the break here. looking for Mundle. Mundle at the corner of the penalty area, trying to come past Dungee.
Derby 2, Blackburn 0.
Path of Hjelde just behind him.
Crikey, that's 2 quick goals, aren't
back again to Luke O'Nien. O'Nien, he's got
That's
Salic on his shoulder. He's played it back to Patterson.
all good up in Bonnie, Scotland, mate. Good to see you, Kevin.
Out to Mepham. And Mepham now in the 7th minute over into the Cardiff half wide to...
How's your mum doing, Kev? She all right?
Roberts back again to Mepham, forwards to Neil, back to O'Nien. They're moving it around crisply at the moment, Sunderland. Mundle on the left-hand side, a run from Hjelde into the penalty area. Mundle's cut in. Now Jobe, lovely back heel. This flick to Roberts by Mundle. He gets it in the box. Jobe brings it down. Can't get his shot away. It's blocked. He nods it down to Mundle on the left of the
good lively start from
area.
Sunderland this like.
They're playing with a great deal of confidence here.
4-0 Sunderland today, says Nigel. Neil Denbury says, cheers, Cabbie. Thanks for the stream, mate. You're welcome.
Trying to get through his Hjelde, actually. And a shot from Hjelde, which was
Good
rising
start
all the
for
time and goes
Sunderland. Good
behind.
start.
But there's any number of chances there. If they just had a little bit of fortune, Sunderland could have been 2-0 up.
Yeah, great play on the edge of the box there. Would have been some goal if you'd have finished it off.
Oh, wouldn't it be? But playing with a lot of confidence. It's good to see. Mundle looks like the player we saw at the start of the season, which is encouraging. They're playing out from the back again here, Cardiff, and Jobe nearly caught Dungee. The ball comes back up to Hjelde. He's under pressure from Salic, who's got the ball back though to Patterson, and Patterson passes it out from the penalty area to Chris Mepham. In the 9th minute now, Sunderland 1, Cardiff City 0. A league game here on Tuesday night. We'll have the full game on.
Yeah, all
BBC
good. Settling
Radio
into the new
Newcastle.
gaff. My father is
week
cracking
because
up with
on
no
Monday night,
Wi-Fi though. As he's
full
still not got
commentary from
Wi-Fi
the
yet,
London
he's
Stadium
hoping he's going to be ready for Monday, mate.
Newcastle United. Here's Mundle cutting inside again, halfway inside the Cardiff City half. He's done well. He's got it away from Dungee. He's found Mienda. Mundle's got the ball back again. He's blocked though at the corner, the edge of the D on the 18-yard line.
Andrew Moore.
Bagan. And now
Says, all right, Cabbie missed a goal already. Have I? You have. I hope they keep the pressure on, Doug.
And now Hume, and Hume plays.
I cannot believe there's 252 watching the channel already. Massive thank you.
And into the sunshine, wide on the left wing. Hjelde inside to Jobe again. Jobe back out to Hjelde. Hjelde back to O'Nien. O'Nien just inside the Cardiff City half.
Hello, Ray. You all right, mate?
Robinson tries to slip the ball inside to Jobe and does.
Just didn't sit
Jobe's
back, lads.
Under pressure, but he's held
Got to
off
keep
that
this
pressure.
going.
Gets the ball back behind him to Dan Neil, and it's played across to Mepham.
It's so nice not to have people in the chat with no spoilers. I had to remove 3 people 2 weeks ago because they kept putting spoilers in after me repeatedly telling them not to.
Back to Horvath, the Cardiff City goalkeeper.
Yeah, it's interesting when you look at the two formations from the two teams. You know, Cardiff are playing a 4-4-2, so Sunderland, believe it or not, and that's what's causing Cardiff a problem.
Durham Diver, afternoon from Fort William. Afternoon to you, Durham.
Yes. And they are struggling to come to terms with it, I think, at the moment. Yeah. Cardiff.
Paul Robson says tuning in from Sydney, Australia. Mundle Mienda combo might be the key today.
Causing a problem.
Laid it off to Roberts.
Yes, they are, Mart. I told them politely as well, just to pack it in. You're welcome on the channel. Just didn't do it. How hard is it to just listen to what I'm saying and not do it? And they carried on doing it. So
see, there's Jobe again.
it just makes the stream more pleasurable when you don't know the score before I've seen it. Or you guys have heard it.
Jobe's held off the Greek.
Even if you guys have heard it,
try to get it back to
you don't have to put it in the chat.
Get the ball clear.
2-0 to the lad, says John Dusud.
Play go on. It's now with Davis.
Certainly started off well.
And he's out on the right side of midfield. Back to Robinson.
Can't spoil him. 8 hours behind, says Doug.
Inside and gets the ball back again.
Ian Atkinson, hello. Just tuned in. Thought I was seeing things.
To Bagan, wide left to O'Dowda.
No, you're not.
Centre circle to Gutas. Gutas on to. Well, and G's got the ball back, and they play it back to Bagan on the left in the centre circle. Here with Gutas, Dimitrios Gutas, who has 3 caps for Greece. On halfway, tapped forwards by Callum Chambers, actually, in the end. And then
Like I said, mate, Colin Bell says we will win today, but the teams above us just keep winning, so we are just on catch-up all the time. We've just got to keep the team spirit and the momentum going. It's a feel-good factor when you win.
Trey Humes on the break into the Cardiff half, inside to Roberts. Oh, surely taken out by O'Dowda.
That should be a booking.
No, I think that could be a booking.
That should be a booking.
Got to be a booking, that, surely.
Roberts was going to play the ball back into the path of Hume down the right, but O'Dowda just took him out. No further action.
Let's start with being playing forces. Kenneth Mart says 3 and out, maybe 3-1. No, we're not going to let a goal in, Mart. The Three Fishermen, hello. Statement win today, 4-0. Ryan says 4.
This afternoon. Mundle's coming over now as well. Roberts has strolled away. I think Mundle might take this in place of Patrick Roberts. He's picked the ball up and moved it forward.
From Southport, Derek, can I get this through the game with? Can I get through this game with just a beer and no value? Absolutely.
The penalty area bounces through here on the far side to Hume, who drives it back in, but into the path of Salic, but whipped off him by Alan Brown. Brown wins the throw, doesn't know because it's just kept in on the left wing, and now Cardiff through Mansver trying to work it up to Robinson. Bristol City 0, Hull 1, as Robinson in the centre circle lays it off to Unji, wide on the left to O'Dowda.
USMC sends a barrel full of goals from the Red and White Army. Come on. Mart, the atmosphere is brilliant at the stadium today.
Mansverk.
It's what happens when you get a superb fast start like that, isn't it?
Alan Brown tried to play it through to
yeah, they never do, Doug, do they?
Intercepted as it is by Mayenda now. And Mayenda through the middle here, he's got Job in support. Mayenda still going. Mayenda has Mundle coming into the penalty area on the left hand side. Mundle trying to get this on his right, it's blocked and cleared by Cardiff, who have another wave of red and white shirts coming at them here, with Roberts now on the right. Back to
10 years since I've stepped foot in Sunderland, says Mart.
On the left-hand
it's been a while sort of for me. I was there the other month with my taxi job, like.
Mepham to Luke O'Nien.
Mart says, come on. Neil Wakes has 6 points this week as a must before Coventry, as they are taking the mick, and their next 3 games are Sunderland, Sheffield and Burnley. Yeah, I know.
And O'Nien just pauses for a moment, then taps it to Job. Job in the centre circle, forwards to Dan Neil. Neil trying to thread it through for Mayenda, but it comes back out to Roberts, and now Brown. Brown, the overlap from Hume. Brown, as Hume has to backtrack now, back on side. Brown rolls it across to Hjelde on the left-hand side, and then to Mundle. Mundle trying to take on Unji in the edge of the penalty area, goes in on his right, on his
living
left,
the 4-3-3,
right-hand side. Job at the edge of the box, shot blocked. It will come down here to Hume, who shoots a couple.
Cheers for the subscriber there, thank you very much indeed.
And interesting watching Roberts now, is drifting further inside, and Brown's
271 in the chat. All you've got to do is hit that little thumb up. It takes a second to do.
Up for the game
it
today.
really helps the channel as well. If you can just click that thumbs up, thank you.
Hull City down to 10 men this afternoon. Cardiff's away record, 1 win, 9 draws.
Be quiet, Nick Barnes. Don't you dare put a curse on it.
Last year, December the 29th, at Watford, they won 2-1. 9 draws suggests that they can be dogged, they can be difficult.
Come on, guys, smash that like button, says Kingfisher. Cheers,
Cardiff. And Sunderland, so far in this opening quarter of an hour, have been all over them. The ball is back with Patterson, rolls it to Mepham. Mepham brings this out, so he's closed down by Salic. It's Plymouth 0, Sheffield Wednesday 1. As O'Nien is walking this out.
Plymouth have hit a dip again, haven't they?
Dan Neil in the centre of the Sunderland half. Back to Luke O'Nien. And O'Nien.
Heidi, for some reason the time isn't updating on your screen, Cabbie. Oh, let's have a look at this and I'll sort that out.
On the touchline. Back to O'Nien and across to Chris Mepham in the middle of the Sunderland half. That shadow creeping ever closer to the touchline on the far side, as the whole pitch will be in shadow by half time, I suspect. And we're in the 17th minute now, live on BBC Radio Newcastle. The ball played through to Colwell through the middle of the Sunderland midfield. He's going to shoot, it's blocked by O'Nien, it will go for a throw on the right. You're right, they slightly took their eye off the ball then, Sunderland. Throw in the sunshine, dropped to Callum Chambers. 3 caps he won in his time at Aston Villa for England. The ball goes back through to Patterson. He's got O'Nien and Mepham either side of him.
I'll try and sort it out. I don't know what.
A wave of gulls.
What is going on with it?
The stadium above the pitch this afternoon, basking on the thermals of this very, very pleasant sunny day. Mepham.
There we go. Thanks for keeping me updated on that one.
Through to Job, quickly out to Mundle. Mundle down the left of the Cardiff half, plays it back a few feet to Job. He cuts it across now to Roberts, who leaves it.
Hello, Harry Turner. You all right, mate?
Hume crosses. Oh, lovely back heel from Alan Brown.
Why the duck did he say that, says Mark? Heidi says for some reason, yeah. Hopefully that's sorted it out now.
Try to improvise.
CABBIE, I've just tuned in. How are we playing? We're all over them, mate. We're absolutely all over them. We just need that second goal, mate. We need that second goal.
Could have been 3-0 up by now in the 18th minute. But they're 1-0 up.
The Cats have their tails up the do. At my age, I don't mind time standing
goal of the season in the second minute.
Don't we all?
Beautifully taken. Gutas to the goalkeeper, short pass, and then out again on the left here, where it's swept up over the halfway line by Bagan.
We just don't want to settle. Don't want to give Cardiff any confidence getting back into this. I think a second goal will kill them right off. Believe it or not, I do. I think a second goal will finish them off.
I'll take this. Trey Hume, is worth noting, is on 8 yellow cards, so he's probably going to be absolutely fine. But
291 now watching. Thank you.
His O'Nien passing it to Patterson, chased by Salic, but he's got the ball out on the left of Hjelde, but he's given it straight back to Cardiff, and then Dan Neil wins it off Robinson, who thinks he was fouled, but right in front of the referee.
Thanks for the 2 subscribers there. Thank you very much.
Has the ball on the left side of the centre circle, and Dan Neil's been instrumental in a lot of this passing out from defence this afternoon.
So 5,000 league games as of today, and what a start to mark that off. Sunderland taking the lead, just
through the middle,
a minute and a bit on the clock.
Shirt being tugged, he gets it to Job, Job out to Mundle, and G's in front of him. Mundle's going to take him on into the penalty area, onto his right, took a slight defection, I think, and that's a corner for Sunderland.
Excellent play.
Total domination from the Red and White Army, expecting more pressure from the lads on the Bluebirds, says US, and Fernie says second goal, game over. It will be, mate. We need it. We need that second goal.
Patrick Roberts is going to take it.
That's the thing.
Dan Neil strolls back up towards.
Give it short. Give it short.
With Hjelde the centre circle. Here's Mundle. It's taken short. Mundle trying to drift in, leaves it here for Mepham to curl towards the far post. It's headed behind for another corner. So second corner for Sunderland in quick succession.
Rico says only spoilers would need CABBIE for Benno's size. Can I mute him? Unfortunately I can't. Come on, says Mort. We need to win 4 or 5-0, says Stephen Martin.
Cardiff keeping a player up as Mundle slowly makes his way to the corner. It's Isaac Davis who's stood just behind Hjelde for the possible break out of defence by Cardiff. And Mundle's carrying the ball at the moment, holding it because the referee.
Hello Ian, hope you're well mate. How are you feeling? You okay, man?
Mundle places the ball on the quadrant, left-hand side.
It's 2022 here.
2 players just
2 goals coming, says Mark.
As well as Mundle sweeps this in, it curls in. Oh, it nearly dropped on Mienda's head. It's come for Brown, who's just curled it inches wide of the left-hand post.
Alan Brown.
A couple of
good delivery.
Close attempts from him.
Yeah, good delivery by Mundle.
Yeah, good deliveries from Mundle there. Like,
just watching the replay, it looked as though it may have taken a deflection, but it didn't. It actually just swept round the back of O'Dowda, just past the post. Sunderland 1, Cardiff City 0.
Didn't quite hit it cleanly, Brown there.
Live on BBC Radio Newcastle.
Oh, Vietnam, says Mart.
From Horvath, all the players.
Oh, 308 now watching. Welcome to you all.
Stop playing it out from the back.
Well, that's what caused them a few problems early on, Cardiff. It's kicked long down the left, nodded down by Salic, who then fouls Hume on the touchline. Free kick for Sunderland. Patrick Roberts having a word with Michael Proctor. Let's come out. Let's have a
Simran Kaur, hey, watching from India. Well, welcome.
To MACKEM.
Derek says, I need more beer for this game. Goalfest. Could be Birmingham. Good day today. That's good, Ian. That's good to hear, mate.
Taking this on out to Mundle on the left and Mundle on the touchline. And G in front
Thanks for the subscriber. Thank you.
Mundle trying to work the ball away from Ng. He's been forced back. Plays it back to Luke O'Nien. And O'Nien then taps it back to Mundle on the left-hand side. Joe makes a run down the left of the penalty, but Gutas gets in front of him, is able to shield the ball from Joe when it goes behind for a Cardiff goal kick. Gutas isn't in particular hurry.
Just be open the 20th can. US says, how are the lads? Strike them hard and fast. Don't let them get
Patrick
possession.
Roberts was over a knock that Roberts might have picked up.
Chris Riggs going on in here.
He's warming up, and I think he's going to come on, isn't he? I think Patrick Roberts' afternoon may be over. Referee stands over him as well as Mundle and Miyenda, but I think this is a change. Roberts, who there was always going to be a question mark whether he played Tuesday night against Preston, 3 games in a week, but Rigg is going to replace him well, he is going to replace him, isn't he? And what the issue is there for Roberts, unfortunate.
Had a decent start as well.
Just in that slightly different role, a little bit more central.
He had options. He could have put Watson on.
100 likes. Thank you very much. Massive effort by everybody there. And it hasn't even been 24 minutes gone yet. That's brilliant. Thank you.
Hume, you'll feel the Riggs
and thanks for the subscriber again. 3,710 subscribers now. Thank you.
Roberts is back up on his feet. So I don't know what the issue is. He's applauding. The fans applauding him. But the change is going to be made. Rigg is going to come on. We'll take no further chances with Roberts, who's coming off.
Cheers, Ian. Thanks, mate. Please hit the like, love, and subscribe button with your MACKEMs. Love, Roberts.
On comes Rigg.
Says Mart. Just showing you that cheeky goal from Miyenda again.
So the game will resume with the Cardiff goalkeeper.
Yeah, that little break would have suited Cardiff, you know, just to sort out one or two problems that they've got. Yeah,
I noticed their coach Omariza was having a few words with a few players. The goalkeeper then, it'll be another long kick. He's placed the ball in the middle of the 6-yard line. Players again over towards this near side. We're in the 25th minute, Sunderland leading 1-0 from the 2nd minute. The kick from the American up towards Salic.
Need that second, lads.
I think it came off MACKEM in the end, but it's a cross on the far side for Davis to chase with Hjelde. Isaac Davis lays it behind it to Ng, and Perry Ng slips it inside to Mansverk. Now on halfway with Bagan, former Southampton youngster, and out to Callum Chambers, another that started his career at Southampton. Bagan again on this left-hand side. Is Republic of Ireland as his nationality he can play for if he reaches international level.
How are the lads?
Played
Says
across
Mart.
to Gutas, then out wide to Ng, into Robinson inside the Sunderland half on the right-hand side. Back inside, trying to get the ball through the middle. It took an interception and is played out wide to the left to O'Dowda. And O'Dowda crosses into the penalty area, but it's headed out.
Funny dogs. Hope to see Tommy Watson
today.
today. Good.
Off Jobe into the penalty area, nodded down though by MACKEM, out to Hume, and Hume looking for the run of Rigg now down this right-hand side up to the halfway line, a yard or two in from touch. He finds Brown.
Be good signing if we could sign MACKEM. Absolutely.
Brown has made a run into the middle. Miyenda has taken the short
Barry
pass,
Anthony
and
says,
he will
come on,
swing
son,
it
and
across
catch them blades.
beautifully to Mundle on the left wing. Mundle now running at Puri Ng. He's trying to get in the penalty area. He does again. He slips it to Jobe, edge of the area. His shot took a block though, just to see.
Gary Bennett side.
A couple of yards into the penalty area.
Tells you before a ball's even been
work
kicked.
it out down this right side, but Hume wins it back. Colwell nearly fouled him, and now the free kick has been awarded.
Excellent try, Hume.
We do need that second.
Swansea 1, Middlesbrough 0. Free kick wide on the right. Job just needed probably be a little bit quicker. With the shot, didn't he?
We've seen him in a couple of occasions.
Let's get 400 likes today, says Ian.
Just
good
can't
effort.
get his shot away.
It's almost
do
like
things
he
quickly.
needed to strike it first time, didn't he? Yeah. And the defender a couple of yards in front of him blocked it.
Let's see Riggy bag one in, Hall. I know.
Over comes Rig with Mundle for the free kick. 3 or 4 yards in from the touchline on the right-hand side. Mundle again. That
Good delivery last time. It was a great delivery.
It was a very good delivery.
Yeah.
And I think it will be Mundle again. Rig peels away from him. Mundle curls it in
Great
again.
ball.
Another good ball in. Headed in the air by a defender. It will bounce away towards the far corner where Hume keeps it in at the corner. Plays it back behind him to Job at the corner of the penalty area. And then he tried to slip it through, which he's done, to O'Nien. Back out to Rig. And then back here to
Hope
Hjelde.
Rig takes
In the
his
centre circle,
chance.
Dan Neil.
Absolutely.
Neil to Mundle, who's over on the right now. And
Rig
plays it
more
back
firepower,
to
says
Patterson.
Derek. Ambient.
And
Give you a like,
Patterson
pal. Enjoying with a
in the
beer.
middle of
Thanks,
the
Ambient. Enjoy
Sunderland
the
half in the 28th
sunshine.
minute with Sunderland leading 1-0. To Hjelde, wide to O'Nien, who's on the left touchline. Back to Leo Hjelde. And
Thanks for the
Hjelde
2 subscribers.
across here
Thank you.
to Mepham. And Hjelde remains as a centre-back and Luke O'Nien as left-back at the moment. Hjelde in the centre circle. Lifts one over the top for the run of Job, but it's just cut out. It was going to drop over the shoulder of Gutas. It's played out to Salic. And he's looking for the run now of Davis. But he's going to run down the touchline. And Sean Massey-Ellis indicates it's a Sunderland throw. Tommy Watson warming up. Thus the applause you can hear. That ripple.
I know, we need that second.
that
We
corner.
do need that second.
Hjelde then with the throw. Luke O'Nien back as a centre-back. 29th minute, 1-0 to
M18
Sunderland. Drops here to Job.
Says, however, lads,
Back.
let's
Play
get a
goes
real
on.
good
Dan
score.
Neil
US
trying to
says,
get the ball away.
half-time bringing these daughter
Robinson
pair with me and
shoots
the
just
deadly
wide of the
partners.
foot of the left post.
Clive Inky says, however, lads, listening on a
Make
local
no
bus,
mistake,
high
David
up
Robinson's a
in
threat.
the Sacred
12
Valley in
goals this
Peru.
season
Hello,
for
Clive, mate.
Ireland international Scot.
Yeah.
Great location.
You can see why. Given the merest bit of space, and he's going to try and punish you for it. Wasn't far wide. I think Patterson arguably may have had it covered. He dived across the face. O'Nien brings this out on the left up towards the halfway line, then finds Mundle. Mundle chasing back as Davis. Mundle still going, got a slight touch, blocked by Ng. The ball rolls down the left touch line and it's put behind for a corner to Sunderland. Mundle's perseverance paid off then.
Yeah.
It's a third
And it's incredible, you know,
Sunderland corner.
amazing that you get a bit of pace and it can cause problems.
Oh, let's have a
Yeah,
dangerous
and,
corner here.
Mundle, he's got that spark back. He's quite prepared to take players on as well, which is good to see. He's waiting again before placing the ball. Now he does so in the quadrant, the Roker end.
Nathaniel Newman, hello, how are you doing?
Again, Sunderland keep 2 players back,
No.
but the corner's poor. It's cleared, it's back in the penalty area and cleared again up to the halfway line.
Angela Coleman says,
Hjelde
hi
comes
from
across and taps
Benidorm.
into Job on this right wing, halfway inside the Cardiff half. Job back to Hjelde. Behind him is Mepham. And then to Dan Neil, wide on the left to Rig.
338 in the room, only 110 likes.
They
Says
work it through the middle.
Ian.
Job.
Modern technology,
to
listening to
O'Nien.
bus from Peru.
And then to
I'm not
Neil.
too bad,
Neil
Nathan
sweeping it
Neil.
down to Mundle on
Newman.
the
Thanks,
left. He's
mate. I'm
tackled,
enjoying
though,
this
by
lovely sunshine.
Ng. It's not often that Ng gets the better of Mundle in the game, but
Along
did
with this
that time.
scoreline.
He's trying to get Davis away, and Cardiff win.
Wow, thanks for the 4
Eastall warming
subscribers
up now
there.
as well.
Thank you.
Eastleigh 0, Hartlepool 1.
It was a lovely goal there, Nathaniel. It
Forward
was
comes Perry and G to take
cheekily
the
just stepped aside and he
throw
just passed it into the keeper's bottom
Robinson.
right hand corner. So casually, made it look so
Him is,
easy, but it was a cheeky goal. Lovely finish.
Hjelde.
Thanks,
Another throw
Angela.
To Cardiff. Hjelde putting the
Late
ball
night
out.
you've had, it seems.
And the shadow now almost on the touchline on the far side.
just
In the
relaxed.
32nd minute, Sunderland leading 1-0. The cross from the right in towards Salic.
I was up at 6
Handball.
this morning. My daughter
Handball.
was up at 6
Burnley
o'clock.
1, Luton 1. As Luton, as we mentioned earlier, Cardiff's opponents in Wales on Tuesday night.
David Gourlight, he says, how are the
Patterson
lads?
taps the ball
Excuse
to
me, yawning.
O'Nien out to Hjelde. Hjelde will play this back to Luke O'Nien, and the pace that Sunderland had in the first 15 minutes.
He's having a good game, Paul, as Hjelde.
Cardiff.
Goals by half time would be nice, absolutely. Tony O'Reilly, hi from Petstatten. Hello, Tony, alright.
Mundle again, and a foul on Mundle. A free kick to Sunderland just inside the Cardiff half. MG was the player who caught Romain Mundle. Now Mepham on the halfway line on the right, through the middle, looking for Meyenda, but one back by Cardiff. Mansverk.
Katie, hello, in Egypt.
Dropped to Dan Neil though in the centre circle. Neil. He's got Robinson on his shoulder. He lays it back off to Hjelde.
Mundle's
now
made
Joe
a big difference,
trying
Scott.
to
Yeah,
stab it forwards
absolutely.
for Dan Neil, but Gutas managed to get the ball away.
Free kick.
And a rare foul by Sunderland, and Hjelde's penalised. Free kick just back in the Cardiff half on the right side of midfield. Davis it was who was caught.
If you notice with Mundle, we had a great start to the season, didn't we?
Cardiff since he was 7 years
And the minute
old.
Mundle got injured, but that's when we got,
Aberdeen.
I think that's 6 draws on the bounce.
All these places have been played in Cardiff.
Indeed.
First goal was a deadly mistake from Ethan Horvath, the Cardiff
Now
keeper.
with, Chambers
A stupid mistake.
Back to Gutas. Mansverk's dropped right back. Plays it on into the.
Cheers,
centre
Nathan, for
circle to
subscribing.
Chambers,
Thank you.
back to the
Trisha says,
Norwegian,
just hit
then
that
to
S
Gutas and wide
button
to
at the bottom of the
Bungie,
chat.
just inside
Thank you
the
very much. Hi from
Sunderland
sunny
half.
Surrey. How
Looking
are the
for
lads?
run
All
of
right, Dave. I used to live
Davis
in Woking
down
in
the right wing, trying
Surrey.
to slip it in round O'Nien, but across comes Hjelde to cover.
Thank you.
Cardiff win the ball back. It's been played straight back out to them. And now Robinson.
Thanks for the
tapping it
2 more
back to
subscribers
Ng,
there. Thank you
trying
very
to
much.
slip it through into the penalty area. but
Leslie says, hi
Sunderland
from
got the ball
Prague.
away.
Hope we have a 2-1 win
Right
today.
back
Well,
up the
hello
other
to
end,
you,
Horvath, who
Leslie
passes
Thompson.
it out now on this left-hand side to Bagan.
M18 says, we should
halfway.
adopt the England song
Colwell,
Vindaloo. After all,
Another Welshman.
we have the world
from
land at the
which is
end,
nearer
so
Swansea than
let's
Cardiff.
hear it around the stadium.
Wide to Ng, back inside.
Tony says,
Mansverk.
if it stays like this, hello, win, it'll be poor, but I love the
Dane
3
Salad
points.
Out wide.
That's what
for
it's
the
all
cross.
about, isn't it?
On the penalty spot nearly was
We
Robinson
should win
waiting for
win
that
this
ball
more
in,
than
but it's
1-0.
been
We should
cleared
do.
by Sunderland for another Cardiff throw on the far side.
Nathan, it was a cheeky
Mansverk
little finish. He
from
just
Ng.
passed it into the far
Back to
corner.
Ng
It was
on the right.
Meyenda.
Back to
Good goal.
Norwegian. He's got Chambers alongside
Come on,
him as
Sunderland,
well
we've
as
dropped
Ng.
our
Leaves
pace. Don't let them in,
Ng.
says John. I
And
totally
Ng
agree with you.
now plays it back here on the right to Gutas. He swings across.
Just
in,
watching post, says
shifted
Gaz.
away by
Glad to see
Dan
Sunderland
Neil.
all out with
Colwell
them.
trying to head
Well
it back
done.
in, but Mundle
Spot
trying
on,
to win
Gaz.
it. Player went down, Salic, but Chambers, but no free kick from Darren Bond. And
Douglas Warwick, hello
Cardiff still
Douglas.
looking
Says
to get the
easy
ball in the
cabbie. I'm
penalty area.
thinking
It's headed away, the cross
2 or more,
by Mepham.
maybe
It's headed
3-1
back in
win for the
again.
lads.
It's in the air, at the edge of the penalty area, and this time
We need to
Hjelde
pick it
put
up,
his head
though.
to it, and now
We
Job
need to
gets
pick
his
it up
head to
again.
it. It's a real scrap at the moment to get this ball clear, and Job eventually puts his left foot through it up to the halfway line, and Meyenda trying to get away on that left-hand side. Mundle's coming up inside of him, inside the.
It's gone a bit flat.
Cardiff
Come
half.
on.
He's played it to Mundle, now to Job on the touchline on the left-hand
All the
side.
threes. 3,
just
3,
inside
3
the
are
Cardiff City
watching the
half.
stream.
Into the centre circle to Luke O'Nien, then wide here to Chris Rigg. Rigg on the right. Behind him is Mepham. Mepham puts his foot on the ball.
133
turns away
likes, thank you.
From Colwell, and plays it all the way back to Patterson in the middle of the Sunderland half. Brighton 0, Fulham 1 in the Premier League this afternoon. Nottingham Forest have already beaten Manchester City today in the lunchtime kickoff.
That's a cracking win for Nottingham Forest, that
O'Nien,
against Man City.
Cross here to Mepham. Mepham looks up. And he's just running into the centre circle and leaving it now for O'Nien. Wide. Hjelde couldn't get his foot on it. Swept past him out for a throw to Cardiff.
I think the last 5 minutes, that break hasn't done us any good.
No, it's got a bit scrappy, hasn't it?
Yeah, we've just lost our way a little bit, Nick.
Momentum they were building up. As Meyenda will chase this ball down back to the goalkeeper. He's passed it out to the left wing, and Bagan gets the ball away. Up, though,
I definitely would, Jennifer.
Dan Neil to Mepham, inside to Dan Neil again on the halfway line. He digs it out under pressure and finds Hume, and Hume whips the ball though straight into the path of Bungie in the middle of the Cardiff City half. It was a bold attempt to try and get Mundle away, and now an interception by Hjelde does get the ball to Mundle. Mundle, was he tripped? Referee doesn't think so. Two players pick themselves up, they're involved in that, and referee just happy to let play go on, and the ball comes all the way back to Anthony Patterson, who scoops it up on the left side of his penalty area.
Yeah, we just need to get hold of the game again.
We do, Gary, we do.
Mepham, 37th minute, leading since the second minute, Sunderland. They could have had two more, possibly three more, but they just couldn't get that little bit of luck and maybe a bit more clinical. But Cardiff still in it while it's 1-0. The ball played on by Bagan to Colwill. It comes all the way back to Joel Bagan. Leaves it for Callum Chambers. Chambers on to Colwill. Up to the halfway line with O'Dowda wide left. He decides to go inside to Mansverk and then back to Colwill. Now out wide to O'Dowda on this left-hand side. And trying to slip it in past Chris Rigg.
Come on, Sunderland.
Battle for Colwill, who runs into the back of Rigg and is deemed to have been fouled by Chris Rigg. Free kick to Cardiff City on this left-hand side. Third of the way, if not halfway inside the Sunderland half on the left. O'Dowda over the ball with Colwill. O'Dowda's a Republic of Ireland international. Reuben Colwell's got 9 Wales caps. Colwill steps up to the ball. Big 6'2", strong, stocky midfielder with his right foot, curls it into the Sunderland penalty area. Header at the far post from Gutas has gone out for a corner. Hjelde's intervention. The Greek getting up.
Funny Dog says Burnley have scored. That will be them defending that one goal all the game.
Swansea. Big goal.
Concentration here, Nick.
Colwill, going across.
Back to the usual crap after the bright start. I know, Rooster, it's frustrating, isn't it?
A lot of bodies in the box to contend with Sunderland here.
Yeah,
in the
if we win, big 3 points for us.
Command your box.
Reuben Colwill from the right-hand side, this corner kick. Floats in towards the corner of the penalty area on the far side and bounces out here to be played back by Mansverk to Bagan, who switched it across to the right wing again. On to Chambers, but gives the ball away to Hume, and now a break. Mundle away into the Cardiff half. Mundle's still going, he's got support behind him. Mundle into the penalty area, still going, shoots, it's parried away by the goalkeeper at the near post. He tried it himself on the angle to perhaps try and catch Mundle out, but the American was equal to it. But it was a good run from Mundle, and they try and come again now from the halfway line, but Cardiff have won it back. Looking to get it through to Davis on the right-hand side, and coming back is O'Nien. It's played behind him now on the right for Robinson. He runs into 2 Sunderland players. Rigg was the first of them. It's played across to O'Dowda. He crosses, out comes Patterson, doesn't get it, and it's put in.
You're joking me.
Box.
That's what happens.
It's Isaac Davis as Patterson came for the ball, couldn't get hold of it. The referee, he's looking at him, Patterson, as to say he was fouled, but it dropped for Isaac Davis, and Davis, the 23-year-old, smashed it from the right side of the 6-yard box.
Sunderland sit back every time we score.
In the 41st minute, Cardiff have equalised.
Yeah,
that's crap,
You've
man.
Got to command your box. You've got to, the ball's coming. You either punch it.
What is it when we score goals? What is it when we score goals?
He went for it, but completely missed it. There was a player on his shoulder.
Patterson was all over the place there again.
At the same time, I think Salic went up with him. I think Patterson's pleading that he was fouled.
It's not good Patterson pleading he was fouled.
Get to it. And Davis there to capitalise. So 1-1 it is.
Ball came in from the left.
Half time.
Patterson once again, he tries to come out and he's just flapping all over the place.
Again. Yes. That interval didn't do us any good at all.
So,
Honest to God, Sunderland.
as I said just a few minutes ago, while it's 1-0,
Let's see what
they're still in
the
game.
fans are saying. He says, never learn this team. Mind how many times do we back off when we go one up? It's ridiculous. Kenneth says, shocker by Pato. That was by Dan. Patterson's decision, poor making again by Jason. Connor says, Pato flapping at yet another cross. Get Mewit in. What was that from Pato? Everybody's just saying it was Patterson.
He was out for 4 months at the start of the season. Here's Mundell trying to get forwards again. And it's Derby 2, Blackburn 1.
You just go back, Nick. We could have been 2-0 up. Mundell's shot.
Yes.
Good save by the goalkeeper.
Oh, hello Stephen Lane, you okay, mate?
Good save. Could have been 2. They go down the other end and end up scoring.
So, in the 43rd minute now, there's a throw, is it, or a free kick for Sunderland on the right touchline.
Why do we do this every single time like ourselves?
Chance could they to get back in front before half time, but Regis Fabrice will be disappointed with that equaliser.
You know, he's having a discussion with Trey Hume, is it? Or Neil?
Explosive start.
So you've got to come and punch it, haven't you? He's got to be stronger.
Brighton 1, Fulham 1. Rigg and Mundell then for the free kick.
These are poor.
Wide.
Cardiff are poor
right
in this division, mind. It would be a damn disgrace if we don't beat these today.
He whips it in with his left foot towards the far post and caught comfortably by Ethan Horvath.
Patterson's not good at the moment, says Nathan.
Behind him, but the 6'4" American.
Stephen Lane says, I'm MACKEM CABBIE 24/7. Hope the family are okay. We have gone off the boil again. This is what always worries me. We will go again. Will they ever learn? Brewster says the last corner they had when the ball was cleared, only Mienda went to press it. The rest of the team sat along the edge of the penalty area. Absolutely ridiculous. They are level after the start we've made.
From the floor, basically.
How many times do we see this though? If we don't finish teams off, you could be playing the under 10 girls team, the Cardiff, and if you're only 1-0 up, and it's every chance that the team can score. It doesn't matter.
Eastleigh 1, Hartlepool 1.
Lewis should be in goal. Come and smash that like better, says King.
Expect him to do better.
Nathan says Patterson's not good enough. He's letting goals in the way they shouldn't be. Yeah, I know.
By Salic, but the referee didn't give anything. Here now is Mundell. He's run into trouble and he's done well to try and keep the ball.
Now Cardiff are going to shut up shop now, aren't they?
Get it away. Bounces off Neil for Robinson, then again could break for Mundell. It's played through here for Mienda, goes round the goalkeeper into the side netting.
Sick, man.
Was that a tight angle, wasn't it?
It was a very tight angle. Cardiff caught a little bit at 6s and 7s. The ball broke through.
I don't know what's the matter with Patterson when he's coming for balls, like when there's set pieces coming in, like.
Around the keeper, but the angle was too acute, and there was a defender back as well who I suspect, if he got it on target, would have blocked it. And Sunderland nearly back in front.
It's going to be a very frustrating half-time. Patterson flapping all over the place, says John. He's an embarrassment.
Ball out for another throw to Cardiff on the far side. A couple of players down. Sjelder is picking himself up. I think Sjelder.
Andrew Southgate says, no surprise, knew it would happen, trying our hardest to go off that second goal. We end up losing again at home when it should be a 3-point home banker. Nothing is ever easy for us, especially with Coventry creeping up. That's one team I don't want to face in the playoffs. It's down to Sunderland, isn't it? It's down to Sunderland.
Yes, I'm sure we'll get replays.
Simran says, it's honestly going to be an embarrassing if it don't win. Yeah, it is.
Into the added time.
Absolutely, it will spoil a cracking day. It really will. Tommy on second half, says James. Albert says, game changed when Roberts went. Funny enough, it did. Kingfisher says, keep the faith. Matt says, self-confidence is everything, and he doesn't have it right now.
Big kick from Hjelder up over the halfway line. Comes back to Dan Neil, trying to nod it down for Chris Rigg. Has done well here to hold off Colwell. Skip past another defender, and then is eventually put out by Mansverk, the Norwegian midfielder, for a throw to Sunderland. Played a minute of the minimum 3. Hume with the throw goes back to MACKEM.
I've not really seen much of Rigg, funny dogs. Pato needs more intense goalkeeping training. He does.
Hume trying to lift it over the top down the right. It'll be dealt with
Rooster
by
says
Begum.
Prem.
Chased down by Mayenda. The flag is up. Offside against Eliza Mayenda. A minute and a half of the
Every goddamn
first
time
half
we
to
go a
First
goal
half
up
which
at the
started
Stadium of
so
Light.
brightly with that second
It
minute
just
goal
seems we just can't.
for Eliza
What are the
Mayenda,
dogs, don't
but
we?
looks like it's going to end so disappointingly with that equaliser from Isaac Davis in the 41st minute. The boy from Aberdare.
2-1 says
With
Susie.
this free kick on the left side of the Cardiff
Such
penalty
a
area,
promising
between the penalty
start, wasn't
area
it? And then
touch
just
line.
nothing.
Comes down for Salic. She felt there was a handball. Referee agrees. He's given Cardiff City a free kick. And we've played now 2 minutes of the minimum 3, and Sunderland have another set piece to defend.
If they score from here,
We're getting to the point now, Nick, where, you know, when we're talking about set pieces, straight away it causes a little bit of a worry, doesn't it?
yeah, well, Pato in goal it does.
Fairness, the equaliser came from a left-wing cross rather than a set piece. But 2 over this free kick. Colwell wanders away from it. It's going to be O'Dowda who takes this, who provided the cross for the equaliser. He swings it towards the far corner of the penalty area.
Just like our fans, Stuart, not confident being only 1-0. No, we're not, Fernley.
Clears it, but Begum will run onto this.
The longer it
Cardiff
stays
City
1-0
back
with
again,
Sunderland,
just inside the Sunderland
you can
half,
guarantee
on the
it will
right,
not
cross,
stay at
played
1-0.
in towards Davis, who brings it down for Gutas. Behind him is Colwell, but Brown whips the ball off him. He's still trying to get the ball away. He got clipped on the ankles, Brown. It's a free kick.
Well done.
And this just outside the Sunderland penalty
Great
area.
start, but, says
Sunderland
Susie,
down to
Isidore
10
has to
men
come
this
at half-time.
afternoon.
Who would you bring off for
Back
Isidore,
inside
US?
As the half-time whistle blown by the referee, Darren Bond. And as I say, the first half, which started so brightly, and for 15-20 minutes there was only one team
Why
in it, and they
can't
could in that
Sunderland
spell
kill teams
have
off?
been 2 or 3 goals
Southampton
up,
beating
but
Liverpool,
they
that's
go in at the
funny,
interval,
man.
having conceded an equaliser in
VP
the
said
41st
sick
minute.
of
And
everybody
that's the
defending
problem
Pato.
which Sunderland,
As we'll just mute the commentary now. Gary Bennett saying since that break, they let Cardiff get slowly back into the game. VP says sick of everybody defending Pato. His shot stopping is outstanding, but positioning, distribution and decision making is pathetic. I'd start Mowat until Pato learns how to catch a cross. It's beyond me that clubs are looking at Pato. Well, it won't be, Stephen, for much longer. Roller coaster. But the Stadium of Light is turning into a piss take of a place for teams to come at the minute. It's supposed to be a cauldron of noise. Teams are supposed to be terrified when they come here. It doesn't matter how poor, how crap the teams are, they come to the Stadium of Light and they just seem to silence the stadium and they seem to turn it round. Fernie, a lot of our fans were in meltdown last week because we drew against West Brom. It's just frustrating, Fernie. You want to win. Bring Pato off and put Mua on. Oh, dear me. That's not good, is it? Oh, this is where you hate half time, isn't it? You just want the second half to start. Oh, dear me, man, honest to God. I just don't know how the hell we're in this goddamn position. I really don't. We were destroying it, but once again, it's about scoring goals. As we have scored, but it's pointless having possession if you cannot finish a team off. Paul Robson says, tactics are crap, man. Sitting back after going ahead every match and inviting pressure. It's been like this for months. It's not looking good for the playoffs, is it? If we carry on with this attitude, it really isn't. Never rated Patterson, says John. John 73, Pat 02, soft. Nathan says, I'll be 2 minutes, no bother. Fernie says, Cardiff or Power, you should win this. Fernie, if we don't win this today, mate, I mean, we could even lose this today. What does that tell you? What does that tell you going into sort of the playoffs? It's not good. That is not good. We cannot lose or draw this today. He needs to lose 3 stone, says Albert. Colin Major says, to me, Patterson has got to go. He's cost us many points this season. Ryan Jones, they need to start paying the players on a percentage scale. If a player gets 5 out of 10, they get 50% wages. The way Patterson has been playing, I don't think he'd ever get paid. Need to play 2 up front, says Paul. We haven't got enough, have we, at the minute going up front? US says partner, Isidore and Miendo. Well, he's got to. After half time, and definitely change Pato for Simon Moore. V says Isidore should have came on for Roberts and put Miendo out wide. I don't know. It's bloody frustrating supporting this club, innit? I mean, have Sunderland succumb to just the playoffs? Is that what it is? Is the intensity gone because they know, well, we're in the playoffs this season? Well, we're not guaranteed in the playoffs this season. Pato's going daft saying he was impeded. Lots of appeals after the goal but couldn't see, says a lot of the fans. It wasn't any impeded at all. Thirst on the first half. Let's see what the fans are saying. We need a stable keeper, says PC, preferably one who can catch the ball and open his mouth to command his area, none of which Patterson can do. He's our biggest weak league rank now, couldn't catch a cold. Pato got to be dropped next game, says Stephen. Jem says he needs to get Pato off, for God's sake. How many mistakes does he need to do before he realises? Alan says, played well, going for a second goal to push on. Goalie mistake, 45 minutes to make amends. Pato again. So everybody's going. They're jumping down Pato's neck at the minute. Tricia says, change Pato and Moore on. John Boy says, I really do rate Patterson, but he does need to address his shortcomings. Fernie says, thought you started well, scored, then went a bit static. Need to move the ball a lot quicker. It's the way we're set up at the minute, Fernie. He needs to change the formation, mate. Oh, dear me. Every friggin' season. Every game it seems to be. I mean, if we can't beat these today, what does that say? What does that tell you about Sunderland? Have Sunderland just... Are they doing this on purpose because they know they're not going to get the top 2? And why play hell for leather? Because we're going to be in the playoffs. Well, we're not guaranteed in the playoffs, but is that what's up with the team at the minute? We're just saving our energy for the playoffs, which is a dangerous thing to do because we're not mathematically in the playoffs. Pato excuses. Funny Dog says 3 points today. Give us a chance of getting back in the mix, or at least not dropping further away from the golden ticket spots. Don't see changes at half time, says Doug. Kenneth Brown says Pato wants to pay him with Greg's. Richie Rennick says Pato not good enough and is way out of shape. What is our fitness coach doing? Feeding him pies. Stephen says we just lie back when we are up. Personally, we would not stand a chance if we were in the Premier League. We would be chicken feed to Premier teams. Well, if we play Coventry in the playoffs and we play like this, we'll get eaten alive. It's as simple as that. Pato's goalkeeping diet should be a kick up the backside. Fernie says, probs for you, Coventry on a roll. Yeah, it's not just a problem for us, it's a problem for either Burnley, Sheffield United, or who else is in the playoffs. I keep on saying Coventry are these dark horses. What formation would you go for? Definitely 2 up top, Nath. John says, who ate all the pies? Pato did. Jack Reed says, they old fire stickers buffering on me, so missing the game today, says Jack. Well, I could say you missed a lot the first 3 minutes, but then nothing. So what does Lebris do? Do we go 2 up front? Do we go for the kill? Do we gun for it? Christus says, we've died to death going forward when Roberts went off. Riggs come on and ran out of position numerous times. Doesn't look like he wants the ball and was nowhere near the right side to try and block their cross for their goal. Then whatever that was from Patterson. There's still 45 minutes to go. Thanks for the 4 subscribers. Thank you. Heaven forbid if Cardiff come out and get a second in the second half. Oh my God. That's when you'll see frustration creeping in at the stadium, like from the fans, if that happened. I think they just slacken a little bit, says Nathan. Honestly, it's like they're saving their energy. It's like they know they're in the playoffs. It's a dangerous game to play. But it's like they've lost that intensity. 30 points to play for, so I wouldn't go hung-ho. Goodness knows what's going on. I wish I was a fly in the wall in the dressing room right now. V1 says, we stay in the champ next season, sell all our talent for 120 million and spend 30 million on teenagers and go again, with Matt Young as our number 1. Pato off, says John 73. Isidore Watson on, go for all out. 622 says John. Simon GL says, I think Sunderland are guaranteed playoffs and the defensive setup when ahead is ideal prep for the playoffs, and Lebris preparing as such. Recent history has proved this. Paul Robson says, even if we were guaranteed the playoffs, we shouldn't be playing negative football. Any ambition to be a Premier League team means trying to win every match. And Ryan Jones, I think we should play 3-4-3. He says very good attacking formation and also be a very good defensive formation, but you need 2 extremely fit and fast wingers. Doug B says more likely to sit back and defend the draw. Michael Hall says Patterson going to catch the ball instead of punching it yet again. He has not learnt from literally just a couple of weeks ago. He says get him out the team for goodness sake. How many chances does he need? And William Andrews says, if we don't get in the playoffs, can we ask to play both games away? It's the only time we win. I said before the game started, we need a good performance today, because at the Stadium of Light we have just been so shoddy these last few weeks. Fully Doug says, how are the lads? Jack says, wish he would start 2 up front against these teams who like to sit behind the ball. Hard division to get out of, as anyone can beat anyone, says Fernie. It is. It's a massive hard division. Northeast Skate Crew says Patterson out. Are the fans being harsh on Pato, do you think? Or do you think he does need his knuckles wrapped? Or has mentally the Sunderland fans, the Sunderland team, are they saying, what's the point of going hell for leather? Because we're not realistically going to catch the top 2. Let's just save our energy, and just as long as we get point. Maybe it's a Sunderland team. Maybe Regis Lebris will be really happy with a point at home, because it's another point on the board if it stays 1-1, and it's another point nearer to consolidate our place in the playoff. Could that? I'm trying to just think about things. Why the way we are at the minute? They've given up on top 2 and they are wanting to save their energy in the playoffs. I mean, I could understand it to a point if we've mathematically safe to be in the playoffs. That's weird. Michael Hall says, fans not being harsh at all, mate. Jack Reed says, if I was a wasp on that dressing room right now, I would sting a few players, Cabbie. How many chances does Pat Owen need? Colin, he's been absolutely shoddy as hell, hasn't he? But the warning was there, wasn't it, when it was 1-0, and I've said it doesn't matter who you're playing, if it stays 1-0, you're always in that danger. When you're just that one goal in front, it's never, ever comfortable. Ryan says, Pat Owen needs to be put in a treadmill with a burger just out of reach and told he can get off when he catches it. V1 says, don't fancy our chances against Burnley at Wembley. Like, we might not even get to Wembley, V1, if we carry on playing the way we are, especially at home. Nothing wrong with Pato, says Irene. Rooster says, save our energy for what? Never heard so much rubbish in all my life. I'm just reading online, Rooster, what fans are saying on social media, on Facebook. Just trying to understand why we're just so lackadaisical at home at the minute against teams that are really struggling. That's what the fans are trying. That's what the fans are saying, mate. Burnley are a boring team to play, says Jack. Nathan says, I think I need a little bit of criticism. It's better than a couple of goals has been. I bet Pato would drop a pie. Can't just relax and then turn back on in the playoffs, says Doug. Colin says, should name a pie after him. No comment from me, says Dougie. Peter says, we better win this one. If not, we can forget going up. Because this is the argument with the fans. It doesn't matter if we win this, draw this, or lose it. We're still sort of safe in the playoffs. This is what the fans are saying. If we win, we're not really any better off with the top two. I don't know what the fans are on about, but I kind of do and I kind of didn't. US says we should call up some of our youngsters. Fernie says, no, it's frustrating, but at the start of the season, would you have took fourth at this stage of the season? Oh, yeah, of course it is, Fernie. But as you know, it's just, when you're living in the moment now, on match day, it's frustrating. It's frustrating as well. The way we've been playing against bottom teams, like the Plymouths and the Hulls, and now the Cardiffs, we've got to sort this out. Because we're talking over, just teams are rolling us over at the Stadium of Light. They're just finding it so easy to play against us at the Stadium of Light, and that's got to change. Michael Hall says, if we finish fourth, we'll probably have Coventry play at home and away in the playoffs, and you all know how we got against them. Need to go for top two or even at least three. Easy with the pie word. That's half a mark, says D Hall.
On the halfway line.
So come on, Sunderland, let's sort it out for the second half.
Second half
come
underway.
On.
And he does so.
Back on the volume, says
the
Derek.
ball back to goalkeeper Ethan Hallfaff. They're playing four at the back. Unji is right back. Gutas and Bagan, the two centre backs, with O'Dowda playing at left back.
We keep on saying we're going to be thumping teams, but when is it going to happen?
That's on the floor.
And Robinson and
he's getting up.
Yeah, Salic, he's picked himself up.
I always expected playoffs, but without silly mistakes,
Callum Chambers,
it could be much easier. We are never going up. We are never going up whatever way, says Rooster. A few fans are saying the same as well.
To Perry and G. Also in midfield is Mansverk, the Norwegian.
Don't know who scored for Cardiff, and I can't bring the score lines. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, silly.
There's a foul by Mundle on Perry
I can't bring it up.
Straight away when you give free kicks away around that 18-yard box.
Lay off Patterson. It's only half time. We can win this, says Gary Craig.
Davis.
Fernie says, told my Blades friends still think you're the second best team in the league. Do you know, they were so poor when they played it at the Stadium of Light. Sheffield United.
Ball in there.
They will do. Colwell is the other midfielder. He's over this free kick with O'Dowda. Wide on the right here. Mundle's the only player.
Just have to try and search
In a
online,
wall.
North.
For
Tell you what, you
Sunderland
can see
outside
what's
the
going to
corner
happen
of
now
the
second half, can't you? You can
penalty
see
area.
Cardiff are going to be all over us
Referee's happy now,
second half.
And Colwell whips this in with his
And then
right foot
Sunderland,
towards the far
with
post,
6 minutes
headed
to go,
back
will start
and
playing.
out behind
I hope not.
for a goal kick to Sunderland. It was Gutas.
Chris has said online,
Headed that
we just
ball
see Cardiff sneaking a scrappy second goal.
Patterson
Sunderland
retrieves
shoddy
the
as
ball,
hell second
47th
half,
minute.
and he's also said
1-1 if
then
you're just
Sunderland will
joining
start
us
to play
on BBC Radio
with
Newcastle.
just minutes
Played
left to
out
play.
Quickly to Hume, who's tripped.
Isaac Daisy. I think the setup is too
Just
negative,
left his
especially
feet,
against
or
weaker
Dowd
teams
has
at
left
home.
his feet in
That's the
and,
biggest problem. I know
pulled
Regis
him down.
Debris loves to play negative
Free
against
kick
poor
on the
teams, doesn't he?
touchline on the
I think the worrying
Right wing.
thing. I think the worrying thing for Sunderland and the management, coaching staff, and the supporters is that
Neil Hardy says, in Cooper's having a
Cardiff,
pint, Cabbie, you're
how
doing
many
grand job,
opportunities
Bonnie
have
lad.
they had?
Thanks a lot indeed, Neil.
one, if that.
Yeah.
if
Come
you
on,
can call that
Solly.
an
It's only
opportunity.
Cardiff, says
Well,
Nigel.
two,
The
Matt
three
Robinson
fishermen
had a
says,
shot
why
just
so
went
much
past-
pessimism?
Whistle past the post, didn't
Second
he?
is
Yeah,
doable.
they've literally one or
Sheffield
two.
United and Burnley still
One of
play
them
each
which just
other.
ended up in the back of the net.
Ended
And
up in the
things
back of the
can
net.
change quickly in football. Only Leeds that
chances
are
have
any
been
better
a
than
sort
us
of
in
a
this league.
premium,
Trouble
and
is the
Sunderland
three
had some very good
fishermen.
ones early in the
Sunderland
game when they could
don't
have been-
seem to have the
they could have
ability
put the game
to
to
put
bed, but
wins
they
together on the
just didn't
bounce.
take them. Been punished for that. It's 1-1, and Job now in the Cardiff half is on the left. He's trying to find a way through. Finally finds Dan Neal. Dan Neal to the edge of the area, leaves it for Mundle.
Cardiff need a man sent
Mundle
off.
plays it back to Job.
Come on, the lad, says
And
Finley.
Job plays it across to Hume, closed down by Colwell.
Jack Reed
Plays
says,
it on
deserved
down
top
the
2
right
all
side to
season,
Chris
but
Rigg.
thrown too many
And
games
Rigg
away.
now
I'm
with
happy
his
with the
left, swings the
playoffs.
ball into the
Just
penalty
got to
area.
try and win the
Gutas
remaining
heads
games,
it out.
whatever
Mundle's trying to
happens.
get the ball back, but it's been
Happens.
brought down and brought out on this right-hand side.
David
by
Golan, he
Davis,
says,
the
Davies
goal
scored for
scorer.
Cardiff.
Job
Davies
tries to
scored
win
for
it
Cardiff.
back. Davis tries
However,
to win
lads,
it back
3-1 to
again.
Sunderland.
Gets his foot through it, but then referee has blown for a free kick.
I just don't
to
know what it
Cardiff
is. It's the
City.
Stadium of Light
Foul
syndrome
on
for Sunderland.
Davis.
We're terrible at home at the minute.
Been fouled a few times actually in the game.
I'm much more
Isaac
confident watching
Davis.
Sunderland away from home. And it's been like that for a couple
Free
of
kick on the
a
right,
few
halfway
seasons we've been
inside
like that
the
as well, hasn't it?
Cardiff half.
Play from
Perry
away from
NG
home and we
will
seem to be a lot more
take
relaxed.
The free kick.
We seem to play with a lot more freedom.
Defender.
Stadium of Light, we
to
just seem
09,
cramped.
who
We
flicks it
seem
away from Isaac
we
Davis
seem
with his
lost.
head back to Anthony Patterson. It's rolled out to Mepham.
don't seem to have as much room to
To
play
his
with the
right
ball
to
at the
Hume,
Stadium of
Hume
Light.
back
It's
inside
bizarre.
to Mepham.
Jack
Through
Reed
the
said
middle
should
now
have
for
bought a
Sunderland,
striker.
up
That's our
towards the
downfall. Oh,
centre
100%.
circle. O'Nien to his left and wide again on the left-hand side to Hjelde. And Hjelde inside the Cardiff
don't
half,
get
plays it
promoted
back
and
to
play
O'Nien,
Newcastle.
just inside the Sunderland half.
It would be
And then
embarrassing.
to
Pato
Mepham
starts
on
work for
halfway,
Ibbotson
almost
on
the
Monday, says Kenny.
centre spot. He dribbles on, plays it to his left to Luke O'Nien. O'Nien wide again to Mundle. Mundle cuts inside, trying to shake off Davis. Tried to play a ball into the penalty area for Mienda, but it's been cleared by Cardiff. And now Mepham has to be quick because Colwell looked like he was going to initiate a break from halfway for Cardiff.
Dan Neal, next 3
1-1 still. We're in the
again, I've called
50th
it.
minute of the game. The ball back.
Bribe the linesman
with
to
Bagan,
work for
Joel
Sunderland
Bagan.
and rule the Cardiff's goal
Goalkeeper
offside.
Ethan Horvath
Isidore on now, says Derek Rigby.
up over the halfway line. Drops here for Mundle. Can't quite keep it in. Throw
Once
to
again,
Cardiff
there's
on the
that
right-hand side in
silence
front
at the
of
Stadium of Light, wasn't it? It was
Marisa, who's
fiery
got
and it was alive the
job
first 10,
as head
15
coach until
minutes.
the end of the season. His
But now,
remit is
once
basically
again,
to
it's
keep
that edgy,
Cardiff City in the
anxious
Championship.
atmosphere at the Stadium of Light.
Throw back to Gutas, into the middle to Bagan. 23-year-old gets it up over the halfway line to Colwell, who's fouled by Hume. On halfway, on the left side of the centre circle.
Devon says, is it that smaller
Patrick
teams
Roberts
view
has his
games at the
critics.
Stadium of Light
He
that they're
just
cup
missed
finals
that
and we
little bit
simply
on
struggle
that.
to
I
break
think
them
that
down?
People forget what he does.
I know, Devon, I know where you're
Yeah,
coming from, but we
he draws
need to change
defenders
that. We've
to
got to
you.
change that. We've
I
got to
also
learn how to
think
break teams
what he
down.
does in defence gets underestimated.
I should have bought Lawrence
Often as
Shankland a
not,
proper
he's-
striker,
he's
says
at that
Devon.
post,
Michael
6-yard
Atkinson
box,
says the
clearing
3
the
teams
ball.
above us are much more clinical and
you know,
ruthless than us.
undeniably,
Our
he
defence
will admit
hasn't been
himself
at its
probably
best for
that
weeks.
yes,
We
the
just
end
need to
product,
keep
he
winning
needs to
games
work on that, he
to go
needs
into
to
the
improve
playoffs
that.
in good form.
But
And
he
Keith
still
says,
provided
if we
assists,
can't beat
as
Cardiff
the
from home,
ball
Lebris
headed
is not
clear
the one to
by
take us
Hjelde
up.
here,
So that's a
as
strong
Cardiff trying to
statement
put it
from
back
Keith
into
there.
the Sunderland penalty area, and Mienda's touch to Mundle. Mundell back to Mayenda. down the left-hand side to the edge of the penalty area, into the penalty area, tries to play it square across to Rigg now. Rigg's weak shot straight at the goalkeeper.
Every time we go
on the
forward,
right-hand
it's
side.
just
Well, not a bad
it's the build up, the
counter-attack.
build up, the
Probably
build up, and
need
then
finish to be more clinical.
the build
Well,
up,
it
the
did
build
need
up, the
the
build
finish
up.
to be more clinical.
Fell on his weak side, didn't it?
Too much of
He
that.
didn't get
Not
really
clinical
enough power
enough.
on that to give Ethan Horvath any problems at the post.
So Keith Lupton, if we
Keeper
can't beat
kicks
Cardiff at
high
home,
up
the
into
break
the
is not the one to take
Sunderland
us
half,
up.
headed away by O'Nien.
It was a big chance for Ernie.
Salic.
We need Miyenda,
Comes
Isidore
down
up
to
front.
Davis
Everybody
on the
keeps
right
on
side.
saying
He
that.
managed to get it back inside to Chambers.
Offside.
Good ball over the top for Colwell, off the inside of the post from Salic and away. And Cardiff can't believe how they haven't doubled the lead.
Cardiff nearly
53rd
scored there,
minute.
yeah.
Yusuf Salic's shot off the inside of the post and
He's a
across the
handful,
face of
Salic.
goal. He is.
He is a handful.
And he can't believe it.
Yeah, you're going to make a substitution.
And it's
I
is it
think it's
Isidore?
No, I think it might be Sirkin.
It might be a double switch actually.
How
could be
Cardiff are not
there's
2-1 up, I do
certainly
not know.
Two players I think are going to come on for Sunderland.
Yeah.
This is a joke. This Regis
Definitely gonna be a
Labrie, you're going to get your ass kicked if we didn't win this today. Like,
53rd minute.
no
Cardiff
excuse
can't
today.
believe that they're not 2-1 up. That'll give them a bit of spirit. Did Patterson tip that onto the post? I think he might have got a touch. Perhaps redeems himself if there was a problem with the first goal.
Was it a good save, Rooster? I've not really seen
So
it.
1-1 still.
But he's great at
Back
shot
here,
stopping.
Kutas.
Rooster, he's brilliant at shot
Into
stopping. Pato,
Bagan on the
it's the
halfway line on the
commanding
right-hand
and
side,
coming
out
for
to
crosses that's
Ng
really his
on the
downfall.
right. Ng
Think about it. If we can't beat the likes of Hull and Cardiff at home, what chance do we have in the playoffs?
One.
Liverpool have
with
equalised.
Chambers just
Guaranteed
sliding the ball
certain
through
now.
for
Liverpool
Salic,
will
and
win
now
that
Davis
3 or
on the
4-1,
right.
innit?
Crosses, it's headed away by Mepham, out to Joe.
Blades have scored, says
Back
Funny
by
Dogs.
Cardiff though in the air, and down to Colwell on the right side of the penalty area. Hjelde goes with him. Joe blocks the cross. It comes out to Hjelde, now to Mundle. And Mundle, well, Cardiff
Sheffield won
win it
Preston
back, but then the
0.
ball comes off Colwell, out for a throw to Sunderland. Now the change, I think, is it going to be made? I think both teams are going to make changes now. I think Cardiff are waving back at their substitutes warming up.
Cardiff
Throw
are
from
playing
Hjelde to
fast-flowing
Joe, back to
football.
Hjelde.
Their tails are
Joe
up. They're
again,
confident right now,
Hjelde
Cardiff.
now inside, he's trying to
They
get the ball into
believe
the
in it. They
middle
actually
to Alan
believe they
Brown.
can go and win
Brown,
this.
tidy ball to Hume. Hume on the break over the halfway line, out to Rigg, wide on the right. As Brown continues his run to the edge of the area with Hume. And now Rigg inside to Neil. And into the penalty area again, trying to dig it out, Rigg.
Kyle
But
will
it's
always
dug
being
out
like
by
that.
Callum
I don't know
Chambers,
why.
Straight to Dan Neil, inside to Rigg. Behind him is Hume. Looks here on the
Because
right for
Labrie
Brown
sets
to
us
cross
up
over the head of Miyenda
to play
comes out to the edge
defensively.
of the area. Dan Neil can't get the ball down and get it into the path of Rigg. Oh, and then a tough
That's gonna be
challenge
a
by
yellow card.
Hjelde, which is going to be a yellow card.
Yeah. Is that
Crashed
Isidore coming
into
on?
Unji.
Isidore's coming on.
Isidore's coming on.
Rooster says, yes, agree, Cabby. His shot-stop reactions
Bristol
are
City
brilliant,
won,
but the rat
Hull
of his
won,
game is
Sheffield United
so
take the lead
poor.
against
Yeah.
Preston.
The three fishermen
1-1
thing is we
here
won't be
at the
playing
stadium,
lower
right?
teams. We
Sirkin
struggle to
and
break down
Isidore
in the
are
playoffs.
coming on.
Need to put glasses on.
Hjelde's coming off.
Rat meant vest.
Burnley 3, Luton 0. So Hjelde off and Sirkin on.
That was a stupid tackle, that by Hjelde. What the hell are you playing at
And
there?
Brown's
Sunshine?
coming off for Isidore.
Yeah, I think Yelder's struggled down at left back.
Paul says we need rid of Labrie. He's not our
These
hero
changes
to
coming
find.
in the 56th
We could have
minute.
had Sam Allardyce and Kevin Phillips
So Miyenda presumably,
every
will
week
he go
at the same
up front,
score.
or will
Sit back.
Miyenda go
Same old
wide?
Sunderland. Nothing
Rigg
changes,
in
says
the 10.
Darren. Come on, Sunderland. We need more from you.
Isidore
Yeah,
up front.
Burnley are 3-0 up.
Yeah, Isidore's gone on the right.
We're just like this.
Southampton 1.
Oh, there we go.
Premier League
There we
this
go.
afternoon.
Liverpool 2-1. It's not
O'Nien
taking them long, is
wrestles
it?
down to the floor.
Thanks for the subscriber there. Thank you. But Sunderland are just like a stale loaf of bread at the minute.
Unnecessary free kick to give away. Right side of midfield.
Would a point? Am I being negative? I mean, would a point be good at home? We've not lost. If it finished 1-1, it's a point further. It's another point on the board towards the playoffs. Would a point
57th
actually
minute.
not be a bad result? I'm trying to look on the positive side of this.
Cardiff are going to make a change.
Ives, is it? Or I'm not sure.
So Will Alves is on loan from Leicester as the player they're going to bring on. 19-year-old who's just back from injury.
It's just the feel-good factor
Last played
of winning, isn't it? It
3
makes you
games ago.
feel
Ball
good when
headed
you've
away
won.
by
It gives you
Isidore
confidence
from
when you
free
keep
kick.
winning, or
London
when you
trying
win
to
a
hook it
game.
on. He's missed the last 3 games, Will Alves.
But you feel flat, don't you? You're coming away from the
Midfielder,
stadium
left
light, or
winger.
coming away wherever you're after watching the game, after drawing
He's
against
back
crap
in,
teams at
and He's
home,
going to come on.
and it just doesn't make you
Cardiff
feel
just
confident.
Picking up some instructions.
That was great against Sheffield Wednesday.
Marisa. It'll be
Oh,
Cardiff's
that's it, yeah.
first
Just felt good.
change of the game. Throw for Cardiff, and G down the right side of the penalty area, trying to get it to Salic, and the flag's
Well done.
waved for a foul by Salic.
First season
on
for Labrie,
O'Nien.
and he's doing mint.
Alves will
Players
come on now, he's coming on
are
for
most
Davis.
of the problem, says Michael. Kyle says any point is a good point, better than nothing. Fernie says it's not a loss, but Sheffield United and Burnley are winning. There's no stopping them at the minute, Fernie, is there? Stephen Lane says, as usual, the team are full of venom. Why does our team make it so difficult? No, it's a bad result, says
Gonna take
Funny.
the
1
free
point
kick.
is pointless, says Doug. Nathan says,
Left edge
you've
of
got
the
it wrong, it's
Sunderland
360
penalty area.
people. Richie
Alves
Rennick says
comes
it's a
on.
terrible result, especially as we had the lead.
He's from Leicester, he's been with Leicester
US
City from
Isidore analysing
the
me
under
and
nines.
deploying in to score the second. Kingfisher,
Taken
no, we
up a
need to win
position
every
on
game
the
until the
left-hand
end.
side of midfield. Not only do
Rico
we
says,
have
I'm actually
goals
starting to
circling
dread
the pitch,
getting
we've got a
promoted.
flock of pigeons now
We want 3
feeding
points,
on the
says D
pitch over
Hall.
on the far side.
Rooster says, well,
Ball
says
here
Doug.
with Luke O'Nien.
Keith says
Long
it would be a
through the-
crap result. We
middle
need to go
on
into the
G,
playoffs
lets
with
the ball
every other
away,
team
and
scared
Joe
crapless.
flicks
We
it
are
back
right.
inside, it
It's a
drops
joke,
for
isn't it,
Mansberg.
Keith?
And,
Bottom
he
of the league beating
comes
us, says
wide to
Mark.
Colwell back to Ng, and Ng.
Kyle
Laying
says,
it up
and
into
people
the
need to
centre
understand this is not
circle,
our manager
and Mepham manages
team.
to get it
He
on. There's a bit
knew
of
and
arcus
needs to
with
build his
Salic.
own
The
team.
referee's seen it.
It's Kyle Q,
And a
very
bit
good.
of a
Point
tussle
mate,
as
says Mark.
Salic was trying to get back off the floor with Mepham over him. The ball is back with
59 minutes gone. Sunderland
Gutas
really
now.
haven't done anything at all
back
this
into the
second
middle
half.
to Chambers.
Ian Richardson says a point
Costa
would be
Bagan
positive
on the
and another
left-hand
point to
side
secure
for
playoffs, but it's the nature of the
Cardiff
performance
City.
that is more worrying.
He's played a ball up
As
looking
soon as
for
Paddy went off, we
Salic
seem
at the
to
edge
have
of the
gone
area. There's a
backwards.
battle between him and O'Nien, and it's O'Nien who wins the free
Jack
kick.
says, I think it's stupid not starting two up front. Does
So-
anybody know in the chat why Regis Labrie
Patterson, well, he's let the
won't
free kick get taken quite quickly. It's
play
played
two up
out.
front?
Job to Mundle, behind him is Sirkin, and inside to Dan Neal.
Remember that film, The Birds?
Yes, they were crows though, weren't they? They were a bit more sinister than gulls. But I know where you're coming from on this one. The pigeons have been seen off. The gulls have had they're rallying again. As Sunderland need to rally themselves. Sirkin's bundle off the ball.
Aye, maybe
Finds a
the
throw,
man down
though.
will help. We played crap plastics games, says
Mundle
Keane.
comes down to take this halfway inside the
No
Cardiff
Sunderland
half.
coach will pick his own
Back to
players.
Sirkin, then to O'Nien. O'Nien across to Mepham.
At the moment, we are 10
Isidore's
points
trying to
behind
shake
second
off
place. How do you
Gutas.
catch up,
It's played
Cabbie?
through
You
to
simply
Mayenda
don't,
to Neal,
Colin.
and down to Isidore, who's offside. Now that was tight, I think. Sean
A flock of
Massey-Ellis
seagulls
has
on the
raised
pitch,
flag
great
on the
band.
far side.
Richard Newton says no, a point would
At the point the
not
ball
be
was
good
played through
enough.
to Michael,
Can you
he was
think of the mindset of the
line,
team
not
going into the playoffs
onside,
having
but the
only a
flag was
draw
up
and a
properly.
loss run up to the
It's a free
final
kick
games?
to Cardiff
Goy
City
Likely
to
says
see
get
in
the
game
subs
again.
on.
Well,
Get
I
the
think he
subs,
could
get
have
on
been
the
onside.
subs on for the lads.
I think he was in line, Isidore, when that ball
I
was
got
played
told
through to him.
he's
Not
not
that
an
it came to
attacking
anything in the
manager,
end
he's more
anyway.
defensive, so maybe that's why he sets up like that.
And
Yeah,
the
but it hasn't
goalkeeper
worked for Jack
will
Ross,
take
it hadn't
the
worked for
free kick for
Simon
Cardiff
Grayson,
City.
it hasn't worked
Down this right-hand
for
side.
Phil Parkinson,
over
has it?
Salic's head, it's going to drop for Sirkin, and he lets
For
it
heaven's
top out
sake,
for a
it doesn't
throw,
work.
which he will take. on this Sunderland
It's
left.
pronounced
Finds
Lebrise,
Jobe,
not
battling
Lebrise.
with
Cabby.
Chambers.
Lebrise.
Back out to
Packet.
Sirkin, back to O'Neill.
David Snowden says, give Bobby Kerr a ring, he will
Robinson
sort the
chases
dressing
across,
room out.
Patterson clears
Kick
this
up the
down the right
backside.
wing. It's headed away from Rigg by O'Dowda to Mansverk, and Rigg's trying to win it back off the Norwegian, but it goes out for a throw.
Thanks
to
for the
Cardiff
subscriber,
City.
thank you.
62nd minute. Sunderland 1, Cardiff City 1. We're live on
That's a
BBC
strap.
Radio Newcastle. We're back on Monday night, of course. Monday night football. West Ham versus Newcastle. Razor Ronaldo from the London Stadium. 8 o'clock kickoff. We're back here at the Stadium of Light on Tuesday night for the visit of Preston North End. Total Sports on every night from 6 o'clock with Simon Pride. As the throw from O'Dowda down the left is headed away by Hume, only as far in the end as Rigg, who hooks it high in the air, and it comes down in the end for Mayenda. He's trying to get away here, he's tripped up, and it's a free kick and a yellow card here for Chambers, I think it is, who's picked up the yellow card. He marches away indignant with the referee, but Chambers is booked.
Right there, I'm coming.
First yellow card for Cardiff.
See what the daughter wants here. I'm not missing
We're in
much
the
from the game. I'm
63rd
back in a
minute.
second.
1-1. Mundle trying to get the ball back to O'Neill. O'Neill then to Mepham, and out wide to Trey Hume inside the Cardiff half. A block by Ruben Colwell leads to a Sunderland throw. A shadow creeping up the east stand. It's only the upper half of that stand that is now in sunshine. The ball with O'Neill, left side of the centre circle, takes it into the Cardiff half. He plays it out to Sirkin on the left. It's closed down immediately by Colwell, fouled by the Welshman. And a quick free kick taken by Sirkin to Jobe. Jobe tried to slip it into Isidore, but Isidore just got his feet in a little bit the wrong order, if you like, and couldn't get on the ball. It's come to Jobe again. He gets it out to Mundle on the left-hand side. Mundle's tackled by Unji, and Mundle's deemed to have fouled Unji. I think that's a bit unfair, actually. There's a six and one half dozen of the other, and Mundle's the player that's penalised. Darren Bond.
We just need a sparkle, Nick. We need a sparkle from somewhere.
A little bit of magic. Cardiff will have come here happy to get a point. They are on course for that at the moment. It's 1-1. Horvath with the free kick down the right wing. Jobe heads it away, headed on again by Mansveld. It's going to come back into the middle as Rigg gets his head on it. Comes down for Jobe. Jobe trying to find Mundle, straight into the chest of Chambers. Chambers plays it hopefully down the right. There's a chase across for Robinson here, but O'Neill has done enough to twist away in front of Robinson and shield the ball, and it goes behind for the goal kick, which is taken by O'Neill. He just ran up behind Patterson and played it out to Mepham, who's brought it up towards the halfway line, gets it away from Salic, out to Hume on the right, inside to Rigg, lovely little touch inside to Mayenda, edge of the area.
He
stepped on the ball and it's overrun. He stepped on the ball, went behind him, and he was too far ahead of it to get it back. And now, and that was a lovely touch with Rigg to set him up. And now they have to try and start again. Sirkin on the left of the centre circle, out wide to Mundle. Mundle now trying to slip it through to Jobe, edge of the area. Jobe trying to tap it here through to Dan Neil. Eventually it comes off a defender behind for a corner to Sunderland. Sunderland's first corner of the second half, fourth corner of the game, on the right hand side at the north end of the stadium. 1-1 in the 66th minute.
Surprise, surprise, I've not missed anything, have I?
Dan Neil up on the edge of the centre circle with a potential breakaway.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Substitute Alves is up there as well.
What have I missed in the last few minutes? Have I had any chances? Have we hit the post?
Chris Rigg, headed powerfully away by Gutas, into midfield. Robinson trying to win it. He gets his head on
Nick
it.
Pulling, listening from
Comes down
from
for
Koh
Sirkin.
Samai, Thailand.
Puts it back
Same
over
crap
into
as
the
normal by the sound of it. Welcome
Cardiff
anywhere, Nick.
penalty area to the goalkeeper who bowls this out.
Appreciate the
quickly
coverage, says
and
Doug.
long to Ng, who's looking for the run here.
Welcome,
down
mate.
the right of Colwell, down the right of the penalty area. The block made by Sirkin for a corner.
We nearly scored again.
Done well
To
there,
Cardiff.
Circuit.
Mark Nesbitt says, hi Cabbie, the joys of being a Sunderland
Cardiff
supporter.
didn't get
We're
body
selling
scores,
40,000
funnily
seats per game. Where's the money
Colwell's
going?
cross.
I don't know.
1-1. Colwell will take the corner.
Command your box.
After taking the lead so early,
Cardiff's third corner.
yeah. Do you want to come and say hello to everybody?
And it's
Come
taken
on.
short.
After taking the
Played
lead
back
so
of the
early, we
penalty
should
area
have
to
put the game to
Chambers.
bed.
Back
Leeds,
to
Sheffield United, Burnley
Colwell.
would have done
He
that.
dinks across
That's
into the
why we
far
are behind.
post. Headed down and then hooked away. Overhead kick by
Mayenda missed a
Luke
big
O'Nien
chance,
into
stood on the
midfield.
ball. Is that
And
right?
Mayenda nods it down for Isidore. Isidore looking for Mundle, but I think Mundle will run onto it. It looked for a moment like it might have gone too far wide, but Mundle's run onto it. Mundle at the edge of the penalty area, rolling it into the penalty box, looking for Mayenda. And it's just tapped away, stabbed away from him. Out
There's
to
a
Mundle
surprise.
on the left-hand side again. And Mundle now chips a ball across the box, looking for Riggs' header.
No.
Is caught by the goalkeeper.
Same shite every time we've gone forward, isn't it?
Well, you wonder about more
Not like the
goals in
short
this
zone.
game, and if there's a feeling
Can you say
there's
hello to
another
383
goal in this
people
game
watching?
for someone.
Yeah. And you're just thinking that it might.
Oh, ye have little faith we've got this. Have we, Neil? We need this second goal.
He's strong when he gets on the ball.
I can't
he's
see where this
strong.
second goal's coming from.
Back over the
Dougie,
head
we've
of
scored 5. I
Dowder.
don't think so.
Closed down by Chris Riggo. Dowder plays it up to the halfway line, straight to Dan Neal, and Robinson goes through him and gets the ball for Cardiff. They've got Salic ahead of him, and Robinson just drifts round Mepham. Robinson's shot blocked by O'Nien at the edge of the area. Comes out to Job. Job loses it. Robinson trying to put it back in. O'Nien clears it again, and again it's a bit of a sloppy clearance, but it does
Go on then.
in the end fall to
against
Job.
four.
Job through the middle. Mayenda to his right. Isidore to his left. Job still. Oh, he's tripped. He's tripped just outside the D in the middle. Yellow card for Bagan. And a
Tommy
free
time,
kick to
says
Sunderland.
James.
It's a bit open now, the game,
It
innit?
has opened up, hasn't it? I was about to say the same. It's got a little bit too open. But it's a free kick here in the middle, 25 yards out. Sunderland
No
won,
spoilers
Cardiff
in the
City
chat, please. If anything happens, I do
Plymouth.
appreciate it if you don't do that. Thank you.
1-0. Sheffield
This should be
Wednesday
4-0, says
3.
Keith. Yeah.
So that's from Cardiff City's point of view. That'll be
Get
good
Mad
news.
Paolo back. He'll nut them at half
So
time. He would have
A
done,
further
man.
point behind Luton, who are 5 points adrift of Cardiff, who are 4th bottom. Discussion between Mundle, Hume and O'Nien.
You've got to hit the target, you've got to work the goalkeeper.
Someone's going to work the keeper, yeah. Do you
Yeah.
think they'll have a... That they, someone will...
Job has
Mundle
to
is gonna be-
improve.
will
Is this
have
going to be a
go,
goal or is this the Gary
Don't
Bennett
put it
side?
over the
What
bar,
is it?
please.
The defensive
It'll probably
line's
be a
basically
foul.
18 yards. This is
We'll take this.
technically
And there'll probably be a
28
foul on the
28
keeper or
yards
something.
out, 27.
Hello, Cabbie the
28
kid. Hello,
yards
Michael.
out
Joe
in the
wants
middle.
away. I think so too,
Mundle's going
King.
to take this. Dan Neal back on the centre spot.
Free kick, son, and probably be a
So
foul.
Mundle with this free kick with his right foot curls it into the wall. It spins away over towards the far corner. A referee's blown here. What's he seen? What has the referee
Couldn't find
seen here?
oil in Kuwait, US at the
He's
minute.
walking back into the penalty area. He's calling. Who's he called across? Mepham. He's called Mepham to him and a defender, Salic. He's in a discussion with them. And
The game was carry on, the ball
the
hadn't
game
gone
carried
out.
on. The ball hadn't gone out. I'm not quite sure what the referee. Now where's he going, Darren Bond? He's walked across. He's pointing to another group of players, ushering them away. He's got the
I wear
ball
Darren
here,
Bond, man. Stop being a tool.
and he's telling everybody to go away.
He's a tool, this
He's
Basil.
waving away
He's given a free
Mayenda
kick to Cardiff.
and Isidore, and he's now going to drop the ball at Horvath's feet. He's not given a free kick, it's a drop ball, and I haven't a clue as to what happened there and why. Now Isidore's jogging back up
Referee's an
towards the
absolute
edge of the
complete
penalty
clip
area.
it like.
There's a substitution, a double substitution about to be made by Cardiff.
We're never going to score in a month
Will
of Sundays
Fish
today. You can just tell
is
when the
coming
rot
on
sets
for
in.
Robinson.
You can just tell
He's
when
a
the rot sets
defender.
in, when Sunderland are going
So
forward.
they're
They've just
gonna-
lost what ideas at the minute.
Robertson coming on and Will Fish.
Yeah, they're going to play.
We're just being needs to
They're
play
bringing
two
on
up
a
front. I know
defender
Jack. Michael Gunning says,
for a
hi Cabby, I
striker.
hope we can pull off a win.
I wonder if they're going to play this
We are
out.
sure
They're
not
happy
making
to
it
go
easy
for a
ourselves. We
point.
don't though, do we? We never do.
And Watson's going to come on for Sunderland. Confusion
Making
reigns
Cardiff look
over that
like
decision
Barca. Friggin'
by
Lorna.
Darren
Honest to
Bond.
God.
Don't know what was going on there.
I've just missed 10 minutes of the game because of an advert popped up and I didn't even
And
realise.
Robertson's
Just
coming
proves
on
how exciting the
for,
game is. I know.
Chambers. Robertson.
No, he hasn't given a pen, US. Hi, darling.
Well, Mundell's coming off. Watson's coming on.
Give a pen. I don't think so.
So all these changes happening in the 72nd minute. Alex Robertson, a winger, Australian winger. The referee being booed now as a drop ball to goalkeeper Ethan Horvath. We're in the 73rd minute. Alex Robertson's backstory is quite interesting. Born in Scotland, moved to Australia when he was a youngster. Played
We
in
haven't.
Sydney,
We
then
need
went
an
to
attacking
Manchester
manager.
United,
It's the owner's fault.
Manchester City,
It's like they're
and,
scared of
then
the Prem.
signed in the summer
Well
for
done, Trey
Cardiff
Hugh.
as Trey
We
Hugh
have to up front, Jack.
shepherds the
Can
ball
see a
out
late
the line
goal,
for a
goal
goal
loss
kick.
coming, says Doug.
And Robertson, 2 Australian caps. He has a Peruvian mother and an Australian father, born in Scotland. So he's on now, the 21-year-old. Colwill is up front with Salic by the looks of things, and G's under pressure.
To me,
here.
Sunderland are
Watson's
just
behind
settling
him,
for the playoffs,
and
aren't
G
they? This is
heads
what
the
this is
ball
what
back
this looks like.
to the goalkeeper.
I'm going to keep on saying it as well.
Sunderland 1, Cardiff City 1. As Horvath is urging his players to push up the field.
Some fans are even saying, "What's the difference between winning a point, a win and a draw?"
Of course, there's going to be a change next
There was-
season.
it's going to be the same. It's going to be
rules
it's
about
going to be the
how long
playoffs, whether we
goalkeeper
win or
can
whether we draw. Is that the
hold
mentality of the
ball for
team?
8 seconds.
If we win, it's not going to make any difference on the top two,
but
is it?
if they go over that, they will award a corner to the other side. So that will be introduced next season. Now with Rigg on the halfway line.
You think
Played
it's going to
back-
work?
Yeah, well, they tried it in the Premier League 2. I read that I think there were 450 games, and only twice, I think I'm right, did the referee award.
It's
a
like
corner
Sunderland
to
are
the
on
opposition.
holiday. They're like, this is just
So
like a
will
training
it
game
work?
watching this
Who
at the
knows?
minute.
I mean, the 6-second rule never worked.
Exactly.
Referee said they just didn't apply it.
So why increase it to 8?
Well, I don't know.
It is pathetic,
8
Stephen.
seconds is going to be the rule, but they.
To hell
they
with this
hope it
8
will
seconds carry on with the
basically
keeper holding
wipe
onto
out
the ball.
time
Just run up and
wasting
kick him in the balls.
We'll see.
That'll make them drop
on
the ball, won't
right,
it?
Colwill smashes it into the face of Job. It comes back down to Colwill inside.
That was mad, that Carl painting the bar
the,
black and white, wasn't it? We've drawn 7 times at
Alves, I
home
think it
so
was.
far. That's 14
now,
points lost.
Salic is caught.
The game's
someone
just
on
getting
halfway.
really
I think
scrappy
09.
now. There's not even
09
football
is
getting
scored,
played.
Yes. Players gone on. Rigg out to Hume. 09 back up on his feet.
Can somebody please
Bacon
post on
heads
the
the
chat and
cross
tell me
out
where
from
this Sunderland goal is
Trey
going to come
Hume.
from, because I'm lost.
Hobbling 09's cut them across here on
Sheffield got Burnley, so
halfway
one
line.
of those teams or both will draw drop points, so we need to win.
To
I
Anthony
can't see us
Patterson.
winning this,
We're in the
Fernie.
75th minute,
The way we're playing, I
Still
just
1-1.
can't see where a goal's coming from.
as up over the halfway line comes Mepham. Leaves it for Hume. Hume back then to 09.
I think the owners are happy in the Championship
To
line as
Sirkin
well.
on halfway on the left and forwards to Tommy Watson on this left.
Wow,
side.
402.
Back to
Welcome, everybody.
Sirkin. And across to Mepham. And Mepham, he's brought this forwards into the Cardiff half, looking for Job is over his head. It drops for Watson on the left of the penalty area.
Hit that subscribe
Watson,
button
a low
if you
ball
knew.
played in, but
And
easily
hit the thumbs
dealt
up.
with at the
Thank
edge of
you
the
very
6-yard
much.
box by Cardiff and
Much
cleared.
appreciated,
Hume
sir.
runs onto this, plays it behind into 09, pretty much on the halfway line. Then 09 back out to Hume on the far side. Hume crossing, Gutas clearing into midfield. Neil, he's caught by the Cardiff midfielder.
I'll take an own goal, says Mark.
It's Mansell.
Play aggressive now, boys, says US.
He basically
Last minute
blocked
goal from Wilson,
Neil.
says 3. I think we have found the level this regime
Hard
can
for that.
achieve without spending money. And we all
Free
know
kick,
KLD
right
won't do
side
that,
of
says Richie.
central
Would it have been so
midfield,
different if we'd
pretty
beaten
much in
Leeds?
the
Players
middle
would have believed in
of the
promotion,
half.
James. I think that's been the game
Cardiff,
changer, hasn't it?
for Sunderland.
So do you think that's wrong? That's what's wrong with the Sunderland team at the moment. They've just succumbed to being in the playoffs, and they've thought, why go hell for leather for the win? Because it's not going to make a difference
The free kick. We're in the
Good
77th
delivery.
to the
minute.
top two. We're not going to get the top two. Do you think that's what it is?
Get your head on it.
They're not going to have a go here from this distance. It will be a ball that someone.
Keith Brown, you're completely right. Gaz, I hope the Bleeders will come out after the game and claim the team will learn from this. He says it every week. I don't listen to the after the post-match interviews. Hey, Cabbie, painful it is, Billy.
Take the free kick by Chris Rigg. Chris Rigg has gone wide, so Hume plays it through here to Isidore, squares it.
Yes.
Get in!
Chris Mepham has scored.
Get in!
Free kick. Well worked free kick by Sunderland.
That was
Very well
excellent.
worked. And Sunderland are
What a
back in
team.
front. And Chris Mepham is the goal scorer. His first goal in red and white.
Excellent. Well worked.
Come on!
Well deserved. Now we've just got to hold on to it.
Yeah.
Top two still on.
Very, very good
Oh
set piece.
my god.
You say well worked. And Sunderland restore their lead. 78th minute now.
Well done, Mepham.
And Mepham enjoys the moment.
Please, no spoiler on the
Isidore as
chats.
well, good run.
I know somebody put in
Good ball back
2-1
across. Good follow up by Chris
just
Mepham.
before there. If you can refrain from that,
Clearly
I'll be happy if you
A free
could.
kick that's been worked out on the training ground,
Thank you.
but it's put Sunderland back in front, and that's what's important in this game. They'd seen their authority wrestled from them, that equaliser just before half-time. They've laboured in some respects to get back into the game, but eventually they have. They lead 2-1. We're in the 79th minute. Cardiff, who made changes to look a little bit more defensive, I think, trying to defend, trying to hold on to the 1-1.
Hello.
Will you just sit there, Mepham?
It's backfired on them.
Yeah.
So now, ball rolled out to Mepham.
Didn't it, for heaven's
Back to
sake,
Patterson and
screw up this
O'Nien.
time.
O'Nien, neat penalty area still, the corner, just poses with the ball for a moment, then comes out with it, plays it out to Sirkin on the left-hand side, and Sirkin trying to twist away from...
Like I say, if anybody's new in the chat, if you can refrain from putting scores and stuff in, please.
Short
Trolley
pass
off.
to Mepham.
Thank you.
Mepham back to Patterson.
Well.
Salic goes to squeeze, but Patterson's got the ball away. In the 80th minute now, Hume through the gap, looking for Joe, possibly can't get on the end of it, and it's smashed away in the end.
Come on, Sunderland.
Over to the
Is Watson
far
on our
side.
bench watching Simon and listening to the match on
Cardiff
here?
trying to get out of defence.
Don't know, is Watson on yet? I didn't expect Mepham goal, I know. Makes a change from a Sunderland sitting back, I know. Watson on the wing.
40,644.
40,000.
The official
Good crowd.
attendance today.
I need to try and find where people are watching the games. I've searched
Attendance
everywhere.
posted.
Get yourself a stick, Ryan.
2-1
Get yourself
Sunderland
a
lead.
stick. Shh. I can't believe all the negativity on this chat, says Razzle Clark.
Sirkin,
I think it's mostly
wide to
frustration,
Watson.
mate.
Tommy Watson, there's two defenders
Sunderland
in front
fans
of him.
need to learn to
Finds
relax
Sirkin.
and believe in the
That looked
team.
like a handball off Fish.
Matches are won in
Referee's
90, not
not granted
70.
him a free kick. And
Missed
out
it.
to
It was sorting my
Salic
son out.
Eventually out for throw.
It was a free kick and it was knocked into the box.
On the right.
Mepham just says, thank you very much. How's your father? Tapped it in. Close
Alex
range,
Robertson
2-1.
leaves the ball for Unji. Unji's going to take this
10-1
throw
Sunderland, Mr. Nomsky.
for Cardiff
Yeah,
City.
right.
They trail 2-1. We're in the 81st minute. I just feel Sunderland could do with a third just to make sure.
Would do.
Ball nodded on. Crystal Palace 1, Ipswich 0. Here
Chris
comes
Meffen's
back to
first goal as a
O'Nien on the
MACKEM in his
halfway
CABBIE
line.
car.
Floats one up towards the edge of the Cardiff penalty area on the right.
Well
hooked
done,
away
Mepham, son.
by Will Fish, the 22-year-old former Manchester United defender.
Let's go and get a third, and let's just make everybody go and
Unji.
breathe.
Unji is collided with Watson. Unji's gone down. That Watson has been penalised.
It was
And
MACKEM,
change
Michael
for
Ross.
Cardiff.
Carl says 3-1.
Coming
You said
on is Kean Ashford.
the duality of this chat is brilliant. What do you mean, Liam?
And
The duality.
Norwegian Mansverk has been taken off.
Some cracking people in this chat, like, love them all a bit. Great.
20-year-old
Kyle
Kean
says get in. Yeah, good
Ashford.
goal. Look on the bright side. Watson back, Brown back. It's not over yet.
in the 82nd minute.
We could do with a win and a win on Tuesday against Preston. Absolutely,
He's
says
gone up
David.
front, hasn't he? He's gone up
Look
in
on the
middle.
bright side. 3-1.
Played
Dual.
down the right wing here. And out
MACKEM,
throw to
Samed,
Sunderland.
Lafay,
In
and
the Sunderland
leave.
half.
End of season, says Carl.
Taken by O'Nien. And back to Patterson. Salic goes to close him down. Leaves it for MACKEM.
Didn't it, whatever you do, Sunderland.
Up over the halfway
Fernie
line.
says, come on,
Mayenda,
Preston, get that goal.
Knocked out by Bagan.
That would be a game
Strong
changer, wouldn't it?
Play again from Eliza Mayenda.
That's off to Sheffield United, though. They keep
Bagan
digging
off.
in. And Burnley. Derek Rigby says, you changed more than an Italian in World War II.
Throw just inside the Cardiff half on the right. Hume with it.
I'm
Struck
happy
into
when we
someone to
win.
get the ball
I'm
to.
not so
Eventually
happy when we're not winning.
down Dan Neil. The ball's been knocked out
We
again
need
from
another goal. I'm a
Sunderland
bag of
throw.
nerves. MACKEM, CABBIE, man,
Sunderland will be
says
more than happy
Stephen.
with this because it just keeps the
We're
ball
giving silly free kicks away,
in
John. Love your
their
streams, mate. I will
possession, but
subscribe
on
when I get
halfway,
paid.
and Cardiff aren't going to do anything there. Hume
It
again.
doesn't cost a penny,
The
Kyle,
throw
to subscribe,
down the
mate.
line,
It
look at
doesn't
the
cost a
Isidore.
penny to subscribe.
He's trying to use his strength against Bagan. Bagan on the
It's
touchline.
free.
Turns the ball out straight to Rigg. Rigg, a lovely little touch.
Cheers for the
forwards to
positive feedback,
Isidore,
Kyle.
who's bundled off the ball. The ball's gone out, and the assistant and the
Keep the
referee
fee
both
if we go
indicate the
up.
throw
Watson just
to
fouled a Cardiff
City.
player. Looks like he's
Played
learned to
nearly
protect himself in his
83
layoff.
minutes. Sunderland
Free to
2,
subscribe,
Cardiff
says
City
Doug.
1.
Hall says Samed
Live on BBC
will
Radio
post him
Newcastle.
home
Cardiff
first
have won
class.
here the last 3
The question is, can Sunderland hang on?
run, hopefully.
Or can Sunderland get a
Looks like
third
it
and put
might
the
be about
game
to be
to
broken.
bed?
Job on halfway nods the ball
The
forward.
feedback
to
end of the
Mayenda
month.
wins
Foul.
a free kick. Job was fouled. He gets the ball.
Do Cardiff have a
takes it
penalty
down
kick?
and,
Don't think so.
Plays it back to MACKEM. Across to Hume. Hume on the right, just short of halfway. Back to Chris MACKEM. Across here then to Luke O'Nien, wide to Sirkin. Watson's just ahead of him. Sirkin comes back to O'Nien and back again to Patterson. And Patterson, short pass to MACKEM in midfield. MACKEM in the middle.
He means the
back to
negativity
Patterson,
and the
now back in his
positivity,
D.
mate. Oh, Michael,
And he
right,
plays
right,
it
right.
wide again.
It's
to
the roller
Trey
coaster and seesaw
Hume.
journey of being a Sunderland
Lifting
fan,
the
innit?
ball down the right wing, looking for Mayenda to try and get past Bagan. It comes off the Irishman. But
I have
off
subscribed. Oh, thanks, Kyle.
Mayenda.
Very
A
kind,
throw
mate.
to
Thanks a lot,
Cardiff
mate.
City. And
2 more subscribers to the channel. Thank you.
up it comes Hume in the air, and so too was Colwell.
Thanks,
trying to
Kyle. No, you don't
win
have
it
to
back
pay,
for
mate.
Cardiff
Tricia
City.
says,
Here
you
he
reckon
comes
us
again,
fans are
Ruben
like
Colwell
the Italians
down
during the war?
left
Remember, we
wing,
won that war,
tackled,
Derek.
Though by
I said 3-1,
Sunderland. And then there's a foul on Mayenda.
done,
MACKEM was
Mayenda.
tackled initially.
says David.
And
Jacqueline
Mayenda
Copson
takes
says,
it.
told you
Hold up, please, big
CABBIE
excellent.
soon. Listening to your
Mayenda.
coverage in my van
He deserved
on the way to
start,
Crufts
didn't he?
with Cooper, my dog.
And that
We
was
never do it easily.
validated
Say hello to your
when he
dog,
scored
mate.
after 2
Say hello
minutes.
to
Sirkin back
Cooper.
to O'Nien. Back again to Patterson.
I want a third. Is Samad injured? He's not on the bench. I would
Mepham.
like to see him in the holding role,
85th
allowing Neil
minute.
to play further forward.
Sunderland in front, 2-1. Here's O'Nien. Forwards to Job. Job, hopefully, has negotiated another game on his 9th yellow card. MACKEM out to Hume. Hume looks for the
kids
gap.
are playing in the
finds
back
it on the
garden.
right-hand
It's a
side.
lovely evening.
Colwell's gone with him. Meander's trying to hold him off. Colwell's won the ball off him. And Colwell slips to the
Tony
side
O'Reilly,
for
thanks a lot,
Fowler,
mate.
who's
Thanks a
trying
lot.
to get it up to Salic on the halfway line, but plays it straight to MACKEM. MACKEM to Rigg.
Thanks for the
Rigg
2 more
running at the
subscribers. Thank
downer,
you.
Going round him. Now Rigg to the goal line, tries to pull it back for Isidore, but it's turned away into touch by Bagan.
Fair play.
From the corner of the
Frustration's
6-yard
one thing, but
box,
can't we
the
not remember
Sunderland
where
throw.
we were a couple of years back? Getting ring of our manager post. Supporters since 1972. It's what being a Sunderland fan's all
Hume will
about.
come
Watching
forwards
from
to
Barley,
take.
says Ken. Tommy says Watson with the third would make my day even better. Would you
Beckham's the
take the money if
18th
someone
Sunderland
put
player
in a bid for
to
Patterson?
get on the score sheet.
Yeah, it's a funny one that. I see an MACKEM
17
scored.
if you take
Best
out
thing
Alexis's,
since chocolate. Easy,
FA Cup
Cabbie.
goal.
Did I say 2-1, maybe
Here's
3-1?
Isidore
I'm
in the
happy as
penalty
is.
area on the right. The ball was pulled back to him. He clips the ball back, but it's onto the foot of Ng. He clears out into midfield. Hume will take this down and play it back to O'Nien on the halfway line in the coming up to the 87th minute now. Sunderland leading 2-1, and it's going to be played back to Patterson in the middle.
He's
of
the third sub, Cabbie.
Sunderland half, taps it to MACKEM.
If we try and hang on,
What could be the winner
it don't
in
work.
this
Go
game.
for a third.
MACKEM
Absolutely Philip
lays it
Stout.
off to Hume.
1972,
Hume.
my first game. Mine was
Forwards to
mid-80s.
Rigg, inside to Isidore. It's a good ball. Isidore looking to swing it across to Watson on the other corner of the penalty area. Watson
2 wins on the
dribbling
bounce would be
now
good,
at
wouldn't
the
it?
edge of the area onto his right foot. Shot blocked by Ng. He'll come out for a throw to Sunderland at the foot of Regis Lebris.
Last FA Cup game
Joe
on live
initially
on
coming
Adobe
across.
YouTube channel. Away to
Sirkin's
Man
come
U.
back now to take this throw for Sunderland. Back he goes to Job. Job plays it inside to Dan Neil. Neil back to Patterson. Patterson to MACKEM. MACKEM to O'Nien. Closed down by Robertson. By Ashford, but gets the ball way down the right wing and out, bounces away from Mayenda. Throw to Cardiff City, who trail 2-1 in the 88th minute. How much time do you think they'll have added on? I think
4 minutes.
You'll do something silly like 8 or 9, won't you? Cardiff with the throw then, on that left-hand side, halfway inside their own half. Headed away by MACKEM, powerfully back up into the Cardiff half. Then Cardiff trying to launch it back up the right wing. And it's with Ng. Inside, it's won back though by Sirkin to Watson. Into the middle though to Colwill of Cardiff. Halfway inside the Sunderland half. O'Dowda runs onto this, skips round Rigg. Now trying to slip it towards the goal line, he trips. It's his own making. And the ball goes behind for a goal kick. Played 88 minutes. Patterson has the ball. Sunderland lead 2-1. Live on BBC Radio Newcastle. Benno's with you for the next 45 minutes or more. 0800 234 6565 if you want to phone and talk to him. Text on 81333 put BBC at the front of your message.
If he doesn't watch himself, Patterson.
Start to sort my daughter out there.
Places the ball on the 6-yard line for the goal kick. Or you can WhatsApp us a message again, put BBC at the front of your message. 08000
Can I just say a massive thank you to
361
430 people
333.
watching. Thank you for all the new
Dom and
subscribers.
Benno,
Thanks for everybody who's
double
liked the
act.
page.
From 5
Thanks for
o'clock.
everybody in the
Neil
chat
trying to
today.
get the ball inside to Rigg. Cardiff have it though. Here is Ashford. Ashford laying off to O'Dowda in the penalty area on the left. Hume's gone with him. O'Dowda trying to shake Hume off. Plays it back behind him. It's slipped inside to Colwill. Colwill now down the left of the penalty area. Back out.
It
on
all
the
boiled
left.
down to the games.
Ball which is
We
driven
had
into
those
the penalty
drawn, I
area,
know,
cleared
Stephen.
by Rigg. It falls for Mayenda. He's got to get round Bagan.
Come
He's
on.
got round Bagan. He's got to come past Kutas as well. He's played it into Isidore. Oh, it's gone behind Isidore. Behind him is Watson. Watson on his left. A shot blocked. It comes down to Isidore again. He taps it back to Watson. Watson tries to
play
curl
to
it.
him.
Job's furious because Job is on his own.
Play
in
it
the
to
D.
him.
The goal at his mercy, and Watson tried to put it in the top right corner. I can
Job's
quite
free.
understand Job's frustration. Liverpool 3, Southampton 1, and that should have been 3-1 to Sunderland. Job is still frustrated.
Yeah, he's annoyed, isn't he?
Yeah.
Got to roll in the ball.
He could have rolled it to him, and he had the goal at his mercy. Yes.
Come
he
on,
still had to shoot
Watson.
and
Dick
score,
ball
but
grade you
at
that,
least
sunshine.
He was in a better position to do so than Watson.
Thanks for the
3
stream. You're
minutes
welcome, Liz. You're welcome, Paul.
to play.
Thanks.
Those
You're
3
welcome,
minutes.
Newman. Good old days. I wish I could
Sunderland
see
two,
some of them
Cardiff
days
City
at Roker
one.
Park. This is Jack.
And Perry NG plays the ball back to Will Fish, then to Bagan. Bagan drives this on up towards NG on the right wing. It's cleared by O'Nien to Sirkin. He drives it all the way down the touchline. It's not gone out, and the goalkeeper comes right out to the touchline here. Horvath on the right for Cardiff City, and he plays it right up through the middle again, looking for
out of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, how's your anxiety at this moment? Are you quite comfortable?
Robbed off him by Ashford to Colwill.
Or are you a nervy
on the left-hand side?
Sunderland fan at the minute?
One back by Rigg. Behind him is Hume. Up to Mienda again. Mienda trying to push it round the defender, has done so. Mienda away again here on this right-hand side. Watson's making a run into the middle, but in the end, Mienda ran into the defender and just didn't have the strength from the legs left to get the ball forwards again. Now Gutas has to try and clear again for Cardiff. Away through the middle, looking for Ashford, who nods it on into no man's land. Mepham screams at Patterson to come out, and Patterson picks the ball up on the right side of the penalty area. Sunderland still lead 2-1. Mienda's
Devon 11, Ryan 9, Paul 8.5, probably about 7, says Douglas.
He's done well, Mienda.
He's had a good game. He stands up again. Scored the opener in the 2nd minute, Mienda. Nicely.
27 says Northallerton MACKEM, 7.5 Nathan Myers, 600.
Holding the ball out for Darren Bond. It's going to be
and the
drop
Sunderland
ball.
fans are
Drops the ball
singing.
at the feet of Patterson. That was really unnecessary. And it's rolled out now to O'Nien. We've got a minute at the minimum 3 left. Sunderland leading 2-1. O'Nien plays it back towards Patterson. Salic was lurking, but Patterson gets the ball clear.
Keep it as far away as Patterson as
headed away
possible.
by Gutas. It's come back down for Robertson.
To be fair, did he make a good save?
O'Dowda pushing it on then to Ashford, inside to Colwill, but one back by Sunderland. Rigg gets it. Rigg now has got Isidore inside, but he's been closed down on the touchline and wins a throw for Sunderland with 20 seconds left.
If we win this, you can guarantee Mienda's going to run up to the fans, isn't he, and do his ole, 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 like that.
To a ball boy who bounces it.
I hope he does, because the fans love it when he does it.
Wait for Hume to come forwards and take the throw. Referee trying to hurry them along, Sunderland. But we've only got seconds left. I make that the 3 minutes. The throw down the touchline. Sunderland leading 2-1. The ball back with Cardiff in their own half, though. Through the middle, trying to get it over the top here. Mepham has to get back. It's 2 against 2. Mepham hooks the ball away into touch. It's a throw to Sunderland. The throw is going to be taken quickly by to Cardiff, which will be taken quickly, but there can't be much more. We played nearly 30 seconds more, and there indeed is the final.
Get it! There's 2 wins on the bounce, my bonny lads.
For full time, and Sunderland
Yetting.
dug it out in the end. They've beaten Cardiff City by 2 goals to 1. It started so brightly after 2 minutes, but Isaac Davis equalised in the 40th.
Oh, I've got it muted because of the music. It's men sing. Cheers, Fernie Sunshine. See you later. Machine. But I can't help. But if get it, lads. Get in. Thanks everybody for tuning in. It was a frustrating afternoon. It wasn't easy, but we did the job. Get in. Thanks again, CABBIE. You're welcome. Great, good points. And I'll have to have a look for Patterson. Did he make a really good save there? Let it. So Mienda's getting a lot of fans saying man of the match. Oh dear me. Yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. Michael, Etienne, Mitchell, Devon. God, the chat's gone daft. Hall, Dougie, Joe, Nathan, Razzleclart, Northallerton. Anybody names I've missed out, I will say thanks. Thanks Fiona, thanks Carl Wingfield. Just a shame Burnley and Sheffield United won. We've just got to keep doing our things. Stephen Martin, you're welcome. You're welcome, Chris Robson. Tadar for now says Angela, Ian Tara Breaker, Tara John, Ian Atkinson. See you soon, sunshine. Thanks for the subscribe. Oh my friggin' hell, God, Carlisle's just lost one. That's just terrible. That was good. That was a decent win today. Like when it was hard. It was frustrating. Whew, dear me. And breathe. Breathe. It weren't pretty, but hey ho, the job has been done. Thanks, Billy. Geordie Groundwater, you're welcome, mate. Thank you to you. Martin Lewis, thank you. Ian, Tony, Hall, Derek, Kingfisher, Trisha, yeah, you're welcome. Thanks all. And keep an eye. I'll be doing keep an eye out for the alternative commentary video, which is going to be quite fun. So Sunderland now on to 68 points. They've increased their lead again with points tally. West Brom are winning. So in the playoffs at the moment, we have Burnley, Sunderland, Coventry and West Brom. Sheffield United just seem to keep plugging away. They've won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of their last 8 games. Leeds United, they're the same just about. But Sunderland have got 2 wins on the bounce. We've just got to keep doing what we're doing. And my team, Carlisle, took a real hammering defeat today. They look like they could be going out of the Football League. Without a doubt, because Tranmere Rovers are winning. Oh, that's a bad day for Carlisle, should I say. Oh well, but anyway, no, thanks Tom, John, you're welcome. Everybody tune in. Big Davy's back, I think, on Monday for the MACKEM, CABBIE and Davy show with Richie. Even Yorkshire MACKEM might be joining us as well. So thanks D Hall, well done CABBIE and Little Summer. Great show. Thanks for tuning in on Monday. It'll be a good show Monday. It'll be an upbeat show. We'll be talking about that win, and it'll be great to go over it and talk about a few ups and a few downs, but mostly ups because we won. I know, Etienne. So I'll end the stream now. I'll do a review later on today. Love yous all. Thanks all for the